guys. How is everybody today? Whoa, no, what the heck is that? No, don't do weird things. I was trying to put out my notifications. I pressed buttons I didn't mean to. I hope it's not bad. For some reason, it's not letting me go into my Discord. Sorry, bot is here. I used to work for an origami company, but they folded. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I go into Discord directly, it'll trigger. I don't know what's wrong. Trying to do a notification. I have been going for 1 minute and 12 seconds. Let's try this again. Well, apparently, I don't understand why it won't let me go to Discord. Alright. I'm just going to go into my Discord and just say, streaming with a smiley face, and send it. Because apparently it's not going to work any other way. Alright, so I felt a bit off today. I was doing this yesterday. People were enjoying it. I know it's my Minecraft night. Maybe I'll do Minecraft twice next week or something. But, I don't know. Weather was getting to me a little bit, I guess. So, I'm gonna do this today. Although, maybe I'll do more because this one looks a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I thought I picked a really big one. Alright. There we go. Anyway. I liked the irony of using Bob Ross for pixel art. I thought that was fun. We could have happy surprises. Happy accidents, that's what it was. Happy accidents. My heavens, I've not watched him in ages. We used to see him on actual tube TV. My little brother loved him. I liked him okay. He was nice. And then my kids didn't like him, but now they do. Let's see. Oopsie. I guess I can erase. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, why did I start with the darkest color? That was a little dumb. Bruh. There we go. So I hope everybody's had a pretty good day. Let's see. Well, that's not working very well. There, that'll get corrected that way. All right. Yeah, see, I'm having trouble thinking of things to talk about. I always got things to talk about. I had a farmer make sure I knew that he had some cows that had escaped today. Which was really sweet of him, because he didn't want me to wreck my car if they jumped in the road. Oh, I missed it. One, two. Oh, I see, I see. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, I thought I picked a really long one here, but I don't think this one's going to be long at all. Oh well. I'll just do a different one after, I guess. Trying to think of exciting things. I guess there was a Nintendo Direct my kids are going on about, but I haven't seen it yet. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, now let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Where's 33333? Ah, I see. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, come on, he's got to have another eyeball. Yeah, there we go. Like, I'm sure the dude's got eyes. I'm sure of it. Gotta give him eyes. There we go. Alrighty, there we go. Yeah, this is going way too fast. Nobody's even gonna see Bob Ross. I'll finish before they pop on. It's a good warm-up, I think. Something tells me Bob Ross would be thrilled to be the warm-up. see here. Happy little hare. I don't see any happy little trees yet. Feels like such a wrong way to draw a person. It's like, let me just draw your face in the negative and then make it more real. Am I just blind? Yes. Ears. Oh my gosh. Okay. 7. Tomas, hi. How is your back? I'm fine. This looks creepy. Hi, Tomas. My back is fine. How are you? You know, ironically, for my age, I have a pretty good back. It's everything else that always hurts. I am doing Bob Ross. How are you tonight? I'll do something different in a minute. I thought it'd be funny to start the stream with Bob Ross when I saw him, and Hedge thought it was funny, and we laughed, and this is what I did. But it looks very creepy to draw him because I started kind of in the negative, and it is a bit unsettling, I'm gonna confess. I'm looking for happy trees. Maybe that'll make it better. Let's see if we can find some happy trees here. I'm thinking green would be happy trees. Let's hope. Did you ever watch Bob Ross before, Tomas? Good, it be raining. We are in spring yet. Nope, never watched. Well, you're kind of young to have watched Bob Ross. You could see clips of him on YouTube. I like that he just loved making art. And he was a positive person. I know he died young. Did he die young? I didn't think he died that young. I thought he was pretty old. Maybe I was wrong. Let's see. He did shows on PBS for decades. But you know, I don't actually know how old he was when he died. And my idea of young and yours might not match. So I don't know. He probably died younger than people expected him to. Because he wasn't. I guess he would have been. Yeah, when I watched him. Yeah, he probably was young. "52, wow, that is young. Gosh, that's really young. I guess they got a lot of replay out of him. Let's see. There we go. Oh, am I still on 12? Ah! Wait, I'm just gonna mess all kinds of things up, aren't I? Wait, that is just so creepy like that, isn't it? Oh! You know, he literally used to like rescue squirrels and little animals around his property. Let's see. 14. I hope he gets some eyeballs soon. Starting to look a little weird here. 15. Gotta give him a paintbrush. I thought I was giving him a paintbrush. Oh, eyeball? Whoa, creepy eyeball. What other kind do we want? 18. Wow. Okay, that's really creepy. Well, it seemed like such a good idea, but it's decent, I guess. The company that owns his likeness banned his son from doing art at one point, if I remember correctly. Is that Bob Ross? Yes, Gore. I thought I'd start with Bob Ross, but it turned out kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. I don't know how I feel about this Bob Ross. and Tomas, I hate to tell you, I don't think that Bob Ross actually had a son, but he did have students. And yeah. Hello, Gore. All right. I thought it'd be fun to start with Bob Ross, but in the pixels, it didn't look that creepy, but like that, it's just, I don't know, it is a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of is. Here, Tomas, I tell you what, we can do a sleeping cat or a pixel cat. I think he did actually, he might have, that was a real man's, let's be honest. I think he was a good masculine guy for surezies. Suna. Good old Popper, my boy. Is this the one you're calling Suna? It's black and white with little hearts. I don't think Suna looks like that at all. Let's see if we can find another one. That's more, see, See, I thought about doing this one today. Mentally, he does. Okay, mentally, he looks like Suna. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We will do the mentally channeling Suna. You got it. You know, Suna seems to be a favorite. Artie's got pictures of him in her channel, I know that. And on her Twitter. There are so many choices, lol. Let the fun commence. Yeah, I tell you what, I was doing Minecraft today because it's Friday, but it just doesn't feel like a Friday, and I am so poofed. Gore, I'm a very patient individual, but I am training somebody that is making me not patient. I call Suna a chicken. What's Art's Twitter? I must feed my pet picture obsessions. That's a good question. It would be linked in her channel or her Discord. I don't actually know, but it'll be some form of Artaku, I guarantee it. Yeah. Tomas, do you know? Now I feel like a bad mom. Starting to wonder why I don't know that. But, you know, I let her have her own space. She's not a baby. I'll go take a look at it. Yeah. I couldn't believe how late you were up last night. I only went on Lost stream because I was bullied. Not that I mind. I mean, Lost is lovely and all. I just... Kenny was in a place. Why are you pooped today? Is Master Wyvern training a new student in the art of time? I puggers. Oh, Wyvern, I haven't slept. You haven't slept, Gore? Oh, no. Actually, I didn't have to train the person today. Thank the Lord for that. I am truly grateful. But, yeah. I've trained a lot of people for a lot of things over the years, and I literally have taught my kids so much, and they are autistic, and they have special challenges in learning. And I'm just going to tell you what you can't make up for, and this is the cruel, horrible thing, and if that person ever finds my stream, I'm in big, big trouble. At some point, some people just don't have the brain cells God gave them. How do you train stupid, Gore? Yes. See, Tomas, I can tell you're smart. I'm trying so hard to be patient. I have never had to try so hard to be patient in my life. Exactly. Greenhorns. Am I right? It's not just greenhorns. The first clue was this person used to be a CDL driver, apparently, and they've gone really down in the world from that, and there's good money there. So if they're not being employed that way anymore, and they're learning a whole new skill, isn't that a clue there's something going on? Like how, I don't know. But I was trying to be very open-minded and very fair. My patience has been tried. What is CDL? Oh, it's a commercial driver's license. Common sense isn't common at all anymore, so sad. Yeah, it's not even common sense. It's just sheer stupidity. I can't even be that kind anymore. It is sheer stupidity. But the problem is, if you're the one doing the training and the other person doesn't succeed, it can reflect on you. So I just hope that their intelligence level speaks for itself, that I train them well in spite of it. But it is somehow so mentally exhausting. And it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. And the weather has been crazy. It's like super cold in the morning, at least for a Florida girl, and super hot all afternoon. Corn does lots. Okay, that. I don't know. Oh. I don't know. I inherently usually believe that almost anybody can learn to do almost anything, whether they learn to do it well or not. But I am questioning that at this point. I'm trying to be charitable, but I'm failing, Gore. I'm failing. And I have to train this person again tomorrow, and I'm just dreading it. I'm dreading it so bad. Oh. I must be a horrible human being. I'm sorry. No remorse. Whenever I need to train new greenhorns, they always complain about splinters and heavy lifting like a bunch of babies law. I don't know. Okay, that's hilarious because there's a lot of heavy lifting in my job too. And he was just standing off to the side and letting me do all the heavy lifting because, you know, and then he saw some of the other men looking over at him. Train Suna. Put them through the trials, give them heck. And all of a sudden he's like, I can get that. Only when somebody watched. Yeah. Let's just say, did not impress me as a gentleman by any means. If someone's twice your size and way stronger and they're going to watch you do all the heavy stuff, that says a lot about their character right there too. But I honestly think it's an intelligence issue more than anything. You've got to have the brains to go, does this math? I don't know. He's just trying to show off for the bystanding lady's normal law. I don't think so. I think he just got embarrassed, but the minute there weren't other guys to see that he was having me do the heavy lifting stuff, he stopped. That's fine, because once I have him trained, he's going to have to do it one way or another. I don't know. I like working outside. I like working with heavy stuff and using my muscles. But there we go. I messed that up. Come on. Maybe he rolls the other way. I ain't judging. I think he just wasn't taught manners. He's younger. Never crossed his mind. And yet my son is younger than that, and he absolutely would never let a lady be doing all the heavy lifting. It wouldn't even cross his mind. So there you go. But I don't mind that. I mean, like, I have my job. I pick it. I'll tell you, Gore, if I'm going to vent, I'm going to vent. Here's what I'm going to say. Lately, I'm having questions about my life choices. I started getting self-conscious for the first time ever. Aggressive gentleman type, good coworker law. I started getting self-conscious for the first time ever about the fact that I look like I've worked outside my whole life, you know, like my skin and everything. I look young for my age, but I don't know. It doesn't look very feminine. It's the first time I've ever really cared is like this last week or so. I'm like looking over in the mirror going, I'm not getting younger. Just because people think I'm decades younger doesn't mean I actually am. Me too, dude. I question everything these days. Yeah. Like I sit there going, I could have pretty polished fingernails or something. Yeah, I don't. Poor Tomas. He's like, what are all these old people talking about? Nah. I'm not that old. I just look like I'm always outside. 'Cause I am. And yeah, splinters. I'm 19. I get you. Yeah, but judging by your looks and attitude, you seem full of youth. You're probably aging like a nice fine wine. Shush it. I sat there yesterday. I upset Artie so bad. She walked in the room and I'd had a splinter in my hand and I just pulled out my pocket knife and was slicing my hand open to get it out. And she's like, Ma! I said, well, the splinters didn't get it. It's deep. I didn't want it to get infected. Apparently that was disturbing to walk in and see. I don't know. Toughen up, girl. Wouldn't want to get a scar or something, you know? Want it to be nice and clean healing. I still don't know where I got that splinter. Who knows? Yeah. I'm sure you've never done that, Gore. She would have been more upset if she'd realized she was on my second pocket knife because the first one apparently wasn't sharp enough anymore for the job and I wanted it clean. Oh well. I don't know. Yeah, you guys are making me feel better. I just was in a mood. I think maybe it's the weather. It's not hot, it's not cold. I mean, I guess it was like 90, but I always carry a paper straw with you to blow at them. That's what I do with my younger brothers. You know what is horrifying? How similar you and Art sound sometimes. Even Hedge's mannerisms. I get faint hint of you lurking. Crazy thing I noticed. We're in a silly mood today. Well, I guess. I mean, you have siblings and parents and grandparents, and surely y'all sound and act alike somewhat. There's not much you can do about that. That's family. That was a mess up. How did I do that? Mine is Rainy. You are a cute little woman. Thank you. For that, Tomas, I'll let you guess. You wanted to know how long my hair was. I'll let you guess today. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Real IRL information. One once in a lifetime opportunity, man. I'm dead serious. They must be clones of you or something. It's crazy to hear through live stream. I don't know. You should hear my mom. My grandma too. Before she passed, down to your elbows. Let me see. Nope. Longer. Trying to see. My braid, maybe? Maybe a little more. Good guess, though. So does that make you happy or sad, Tomas? I don't know why it mattered to you. And that's after I just cut off like over a foot of it because it was in my way and bothering me. Black. But it stays braided back. I don't like it in my way. 12. There we go. There's your Suna. I have this image in my head that you guys probably look near close identical in real life. Wouldn't be surprised if you all have tails and all. Actually, we look somewhat alike. Actually, pretty different. You'd be surprised. Hype, lol. I don't know. In a black and white picture, we tend to look similar. But God has a sense of humor. Let's see. We have recessive genes going on, I think. Alright, so let's see. Where's that? Pagoda. Let's do the pagoda. Oh my gosh. Like, it comes out so bright, doesn't it? Nah. I don't know. Wow. Okay, that's a little detailed. Maybe I regret this already. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we just jump right in there, eh? People do mistake us for sisters sometimes. That offends me a lot less than them. Respectfully, I'm confident the beauty is also generationally vibrant. Such a silly food. That's a big 1-0. You know what? I'll take it. I don't know. I do think I have very pretty girls and a very handsome son, so you're not going to hear me arguing against that idea. I got no complaints. Ah, there we go. 5 points exactly. That's a big O. Oh. They are literally half you, of course they get it from you. I'll take full credit. But no, I can't really do that. But you know, I will. Happily. Gotta be influenced somehow, right? Let's see here. Why didn't I start with 1? I guess because it wasn't in the middle, and this is crazy. Oh my goodness. So I started, I guess I'll start with the pagoda itself. We'll just kind of get an outline going in here. Zoop. There. Meow Goda. Art scared me how similar it is. I'll have her stream open on my other screen while I mix music or game. Every so often, I look over thinking it's you for real. Well, I think that's really sweet, but she is truly her own person. I guarantee it. But I will say, here's where I see what you're saying in this sense. We were never going to let people know that we were all connected, but one of their German fans was convinced that Hedge was really faking being arty and tried to bust them. So they had to come out and have a stream together to prove that they were siblings and 2 real people. But originally, there was no intention for there to be any connection between the channels. But I guess they sounded enough alike that random strangers found them both online and thought they were fake and being two different people. Well, that was insane. I know. What are the odds? Like, seriously. They didn't think that would ever happen. I didn't think that would ever happen. So after that, we were just honest about being connected because I guess similar people find us. I don't know what to think of that. No way, that's a hilarious coincidence. I know, right? This is when they were both a lot smaller, too. They just... This person's trying to bust them, and they're going, no, we're two different people. Really? So, after that, they were... Yeah. I think it's the giggle. All you ladies share a laugh and a smile. I think maybe sure sounds like it. Maybe. I don't really watch myself smile, but we do all smile. We're a happy family. I'll tell you a weird one. There was a family mole that my grandma had, and her grandma and aunt, and my mom and me, and she had it removed, and then we all realized, like my mom and me both realized that ours were gone too, but we didn't have it removed. You want to talk about weird? Woo! So maybe we are connected more than it seems. It kind of freaked us all out, to be honest. We're like, that's odd. I mean, it wasn't like obtrusive or obvious, but I found art on a whim. Well, good. Did they remove themselves after or before her passing? Curious. Oh, she was alive. That was, like I said, she had to have hers removed because I guess they were concerned it was in danger of being cancerous or something. But it turned out to be perfectly benign and fine. But then we shortly thereafter realized that ours were gone too. It was just weird. I think her sister lost one around then too. There's no good reason. I'm sure it's a coincidence. But sometimes you just have to sit there going, ooh, that was weird. Interesting. You are all wizards. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. A bit eldritch. I think my chickens want to die, Gore. They're tired of living. Spooky. They keep trying to run away now. Right into the direction of where the bobcat that killed their friends is. I'm just like... I'm getting tired of saving them from themselves, to be honest. I'm probably going to let them just run off and do themselves in soon. I don't want to. I feel mean, but at the same time, like, they know what's going to happen. Why would they keep trying to head over there? Yeah. Throw their eggs and spawn some more chickies. Throw their eggs? Oh my gosh, no. Those eggs are like gold. They're so good. No, it was so funny because then I was talking to a farmer today and he's warning me that he has a couple calves that keep getting out too. Minecraft logic, yeah. And he's warning me to be careful on the road, not to hit them with a car. I mean, obviously, because he was still trying to find them. And he's like, they just started getting out. I don't know what's going on. I was like, my chickens are doing the same thing. I don't know what the heck is happening. But my chickens won't live very long like that. He goes, yeah, well, my cows won't either, because if they start escaping like that, they're going to be meat a lot sooner. He doesn't want the liability of, you know, someone running over his cow and crashing their car. Like in Minecraft, though. You want me to throw their eggs like in Minecraft? How do moo-moos escape? Kids, chicken nuggies tonight, law. Well, these moo-moos in particular, one of them isn't in the weaning field because he had no interest in his mom's milk anymore. So he was already with the slightly older, we call them grazers, but cows. And he has decided that he takes one leg at a time and goes through the barbed wire and just doesn't care that he gets scratched up, and then he just walks off and leaves. Like, I've seen cows that break the fence, but this one just literally just is like, yeah, I'm going through that fence. It's kind of hilarious because it's not my cow. And it's not my investment, and it's not my problem. And I can just avoid running into it with my car and be okay. But I feel for the farmer. He's a nice man, and they really love their animals. But he doesn't want his sister to know because she always gets upset if something with the animals has to happen early. That's a cow. That's a brother-in-arms. It's smart for a cow. I gotta say, that would disturb me a little bit. They tend to be... Grazers tend to be kind of dumb. Personal take. I know it's not popular. But this one is obviously not. Wow, you live in a borderline fantasy. Oh, come on. You got country life in Canada. Don't tell me you don't. You just talked about getting splinters and carrying around heavy things, and you're going to tell me you don't have outdoor animals? That would be a little unbelievable. Let's see. Oh, you know, I had a happy thing happen because of the tariffs this last 2 weeks. All the maple syrup has gone down like half the price. I have no clue what you mean. I just work with logs and stumps for a living. I try every time. There's no animals with logs? Tariffs! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's a bad topic, right? But I haven't been able to afford maple syrup in so long. And because of them, the Vermont maple syrup that's America made is half the price now. I was able to afford maple syrup on my table for the first time. Squirrels like my beards. Why? Maple syrup was half the price. I bought it just because it was half the price, and we just enjoyed it on things randomly. We didn't even have something to eat it with because we've missed maple syrup. Why? Tomas, I don't know why. I can't tell you. All I could say is it was nice to have something that we haven't been able to have in a while. And we all just threw it in random stuff like coffee and everything. It was just lovely. It was so nice. I missed maple syrup more than I thought. But for whatever reason, it's just been super expensive here for the last couple of years. I don't know why. Yeah, I was wondering, Gore. I don't want to know if you have multiple beards. Like, how many faces do you have? I'll tell you what is phenomenal for cooking: maple whiskey. Wyvern Jan, my friendo. It's such an amazing cookie whiskey. A little sweet, but not too sweet. I have maple whiskey? I've had maple syrup that was stored in whiskey barrels, but I've never had maple whiskey. That's interesting. So you cook with it? I don't really like sweet things, but I have to say I'm intrigued. But not too sweet, huh? Like, okay, compared to something like Jameson. Is it a whiskey like a Jameson? Like real whiskey? Or is it just called maple whiskey, but it's really like those little candies or something. I don't even know how I would get it. Yeah, you can cook with it, but it makes the flavoring less bitter. Okay, you said it's phenomenal for cooking. That's why I said cooking. I bet it'd be so good in coffee. Oh my gosh. Maple syrup is good in coffee. Whiskey is good in coffee. Don't listen, Tomas. You'll get bad ideas. What does whiskey taste like? When you're 21, you may put a little bit and try a little Irish coffee. Yes, coffee. Yeah. Although technically you have to be 21 to buy, not necessarily to drink. But you didn't hear that from me, Tomas. But always be a gentleman and don't consume in large amounts. A little bit in your coffee though, just for flavor. Like maple syrup or some, not maple, like vanilla extract or something. I can't recommend it, but I can't not recommend it. I'm not that stupid, I know what could happen. You got me smashing my keyboard in excitement over whiskey law. I was buying it when I was 18 for cooking, Tomas. Yeah, but you can buy alcohol at 18 in Canada, right? I thought. I know you can in the UK. It's like 20 in Korea. Everything in moderation is good and healthy. I have to say, if my asthma kicks up and nothing else works, just a little bit. We're talking like a tablespoon and a half, max. Does wonders, but too much makes me cough. To buy it, it's 19 here, I think. At bars, it's 18. Asthma. Yeah, I got asthma. Who doesn't? Gore's gonna be like, I don't. Tomas, me too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my kids got it honestly from me. I can't lie. You want to know what one of my worst allergies that sets off my asthma every time is? I got it from my dad. You did. I'm allergic to inhalers. The stuff that they put in inhalers, I'm very allergic to. It sets off my asthma and it will make me throw up. And anytime I would have trouble, I'd go into the hospital and they'd try to give that to me and I'd be like, no, I'm allergic. And then, yeah, it's a whole thing. I just try to never need it. I'm healthier that way. I'm going to reserve my right not to answer that. I do not want Wyvern Chad to grab me. You are not. Wow, that's incredibly inconvenient. Yeah. That's why I learned that a little bit of Jameson helps, or that there's natural theophylline in coffee and stuff, because the treatment they give you, I have to go straight to the it's fine when they used to just give me Pred, but now they think it's bad for your, and it's bad for your kidneys and stuff. So they want you to do all these inhalers and stuff first, and I'm allergic to most of them. So I can't take them. But I think it makes me healthier. Other people who can take them, I've noticed they just need more and more and more and more. And I don't. I'm fine. So there you go. But I'll never be dependent on inhalers. Never. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I started to burp. I don't know why. Maybe I should have put whiskey in my coffee. I didn't. It's got molasses and cinnamon. A little bit of milk. I I've been sipping it for like the last 2+ hours, so it's super room temperature now, but it's still nice. Boy, I'm having trouble seeing where to go next. Let's see. Oh, that's a 34. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's erase those. So that's gonna bug me. And I'm nowhere near that number. When I was a kid, I used to be really bad with my inhalers. When I was legally old enough, I started smoking, and with T2 lung problems gone. Actually, I think smoking does help some people with it. I have mixed feelings on that. Personally, I'm allergic to the cigarette smoke, but I don't know. Like for my grandma, nothing else, one of my grandmas, not both, but one of my grandmas, nothing else worked for her blood pressure like smoking. And she lived like an extra few decades because they told her to smoke, because that used to be advice for people with high blood pressure. But then, of course, the smoking killed her, so, you know, there's that. But the thing she used to say is, but would she have lived that long if she hadn't smoked? Probably not. So, hard to say. I figure people can make that decision for themselves. Yeah. I'm not sure when it became evil exactly, but it did. I mean, I was all for being able to go in a restaurant and just breathe while you eat your food, but they took it to a whole new level, didn't they, Gore? Cigarettes are kind of gross. Cigars are nice. Yeah, they smell good. The good green ones, good green beans are great over here, not endorsing. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, I like the way cigars smell. They don't bother my asthma the same way. I don't know why. Like cigarettes, I'll just start coughing before I even smell it. But cigars usually don't bother me the same. But I'm not like gonna go smoke a cigar, so there you go. Or I guess you don't really smoke them, do you? You one puffs on them? I don't know. I don't. What do you mean I can't rip a few cigarettes next to my anemic niece? My dad smokes even though he has asthma. Yeah, only once in a while. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm not sure why a lot of decisions over the last few years or last few decades have been made the way they have. Okay. Looks like a Minecraft house. It kind of does. I'll tell you the one that bugs me. Okay. As a petite female, right? Airbags literally are not recommended for people over a certain height. Everything in moderation is good. Food, drinks, alcohol, and smoking. But then they bullied car companies. Hey, baby doll.
I heard you talking about airbags.
Yeah, they bullied car companies into putting airbags in all cars regardless. But do they not think that women deserve to drive? I mean, you know, are we about equal rights or what?
Nah, they just, you know, they want to up their kill count in Call of Duty. They think it counts.
Like, I was okay with it when you could turn them off. But at what point did we decide, yeah, women are shorter, too bad, so sad. Uh-oh, trouble arrived. Yep, airbags hurt like a truck. I think they have something against Wyvern Kennedy. Yeah, I had a sister-in-law that was in an accident. She got sideswiped a few decades ago, honestly, by a drunk driver, and it was the airbag that damaged her terribly. She broke lots of ribs and all kinds of stuff because it damaged her. Made me think twice about them, but it's not like I have the right to turn them off, so there you go. The one that bugs me is the seatbelt alarm. If we're gonna go all hot takey, I'm on my farm driving around from one field to another, and I've got the stupid seatbelt alarm going beep, beep, beep. Like, what am I gonna hit?
You know that if you sit in the back seat, it doesn't care at all.
I know! Like it could care less about the people in the back seat. I don't know. A cow?
I think the seatbelt's not going to save you from hitting a cow.
Yeah, a seatbelt is not going to help you if you hit a cow. That's worse than hitting a deer, honey.
You have hit large animal, you in trouble.
Yeah.
Seatbelt, no seatbelt, airbag, no airbag, you are in trouble probably.
Yeah. For ladies, it's always the airbags that do it. My grandmother had an accident when I was with her a few years ago. I remember breaking my arm, making sure her head didn't snap. Yeah, it's scary. Cow tipping? No, don't cow tip. No. Sometimes they land wrong and they have trouble getting up and then they can die. Then they're not going to be good meat anymore. My mom and I hit a telephone pole. Boy, Tomas, you've had a life. Try not to hit the telephone poles. I'm sure you weren't driving. I'm so sorry. That's not good. I don't know, Hedge, you may enjoy it flying and breaking your leg. It's kind of a vibe with you, Lex. She never breaks anything. Oh my gosh. It's her sister.
I've never broken a bone in my life.
It's her sister that always got the broken bones. Like, okay, I'm going to tell you a secret. This was in middle school. I'm going to tell you a secret about Artie. Lore that she doesn't want you guys to know. She broke so many bones when she was little. They tested her 3 different times for brittle bone disease. And they were like looking at me, was I super abusive or something? But no. Then they finally, you know what their official, in Minecraft, you know what their official conclusion was after all this medical testing? Some kids just break. I was like, really? You're supposed to fix my kid. You're supposed to cure her. You're supposed to help her.
Well, in all fairness, we do now know what the problem was.
Yeah, she didn't fall right and she needed OT. But, you know, yeah. Nothing like making me feel like the worst parent in the world.
Thing is, I probably would have broken a lot of bones if she hadn't broken all those bones.
Yeah.
Because that's how they caught that we needed all the OT, part of how they caught it. And the OT is what kept me from breaking bones. So, you know.
That's true.
All's well that ends well.
For you. Too bad for your sister. There.
She didn't need those bones, right?
Apparently not. I was going to guess she was addicted to eating sponges, spongy bones. No. She was, I think she broke her first bone. She was not even 18 months old yet. She was on stairs all by herself. Nobody was near her. The bottom step. She didn't fall. She just twisted her leg funny learning to go upstairs. I didn't even know that was possible. How do you protect your kid from that gore? You just sit back and hope and pray. Hedge be like looking at her broken arm like, kind of bury that in the backyard later. Could be.
No. By the time I came around, my sister had mostly stopped breaking.
Yeah. Once we got her some OT, that did wonders. We just had to figure out that it was needed. But you're bad for me, Hedge.
Well,
I was doing good, and then you walked in, and look at me now. Look at all those wrong ones.
I scared people, but I didn't break.
Yeah, you jumped out of high things. You were far scarier
But I
than
never
your
broke.
sister.
I never broke.
We always managed to save you. That's actually going to be quite... Look at that. Hedgehog, you good. He made me do... Okay, I'm going to show you. He made me do it. He called it a Suna. Hold on. I'll show you. There's Bob Ross. I said, that's not Suna. He said, in spirit, it is.
Oh. Well, no, very much no, but okay.
That's the one we did for Dwagon. And then Dwagon, of course, left before it was done because that's what he always does. Wrap her in some bubble taku wrap. Rough her up a bit so her bone's hard enough. Kidding. Or am I? Love the progress. Oh. Yeah. You having a good day today, Hedge? We haven't really seen each other yet. Not really.
Rawr.
Rawr.
I remember thinking about jumping off the top of one of the play sets at the playground once.
Oh, you did jump off of them more than once. We just usually had someone catch you.
I just remember thinking about it with one at school.
Yeah.
I climbed to the top and I was thinking about jumping. I think I did jump sometimes, but sometimes
You did. That was in your IEP. They'd call me in for meetings. You think?
I'm saying what I remember.
You had to be one of the only kids in school that the IEP was watch her in high places.
What are you saying?
How are you, Hedge? You eat? Hedgehog suplex your mom. Don't suplex your mom. No. Don't do that. He talked about something. Did you know there's something called a maple whiskey?
Yes. Don't they have like...
Yeah?
You've seen it in stores?
No.
No.
No, what we saw was maple syrup that's done
No, you commented on the alcohol that was maple whiskey in the store.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh.
You said...
Well, it didn't make an impression on me.
You said, oh, that looks yucky. I don't like alcohol. It was
Maybe.
before you used it in cooking so often.
Maybe.
I think.
I know we had it as a vinegar, so it would presumably be an alcohol.
Oh, Hedge, it's so
Good to die in hardcore Minecraft for reals? Monkey incoming, the hedge monkey lol.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah, Hedgehog, I know how you feel. Oh no, memory issues.
I just don't have clear memories from before I was about 10. You know,
yeah.
Normal thing. Ish.
Yeah. It just makes the memories you have that much more special and important.
She doesn't know alcohol unless she's wasted? What?
I've never been wasted. She doesn't know alcohol unless she's wasted. What are you talking about? Hedge, this is your mother we're talking about. Oh, no. I do not. I have never been drunk. Thank you very much. Never. Even tipsy. Never. Oh, no.
My direct family who's ever been drunk or tipsy.
Your grandpa.
Grandpa?
Not around you, but yeah, I guarantee you.
Well, not around me.
Once he decided that your brother was old enough, he took him to a party so your brother could help him get home. Walk him home. So I know for a fact. Your brother was very surprised because Grandpa gets very happy. I want to get chocolate wasted. I have white girl wasted. What? I don't understand. Do I want to understand?
Probably not.
Yeah. But I've never seen Grandpa. But see, Grandpa, we're ladies. Grandpa's never, ever going to let us see him like that. Ever. Because he's,
A gentleman.
a gentleman. And that's a sweet thing. I will accept that sweetness. I mean, if you guys are that petite, I could see you dudes getting slammed after a drink or two. Lamau, definitely no. What? But you'd have to want a drink. And
We don't drink really.
we don't really drink, but yeah, no.
And besides,
My head gets clearer with a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
It's like I've never had more than, less than a teaspoon?
I've given you up to about half ounce.
Never had more than that, but it actually made my head clearer, so...
Yeah.
That's, there you go.
I'm sorry to disappoint. We're pretty boring on that front, I'm afraid.
A child is young to learn when she's older. No, thank you. I don't want to be a drunk. I aspire to not be a drunk. I know. It's a hard to believe thing.
She's a respectable little hedgehog. We like her.
Rawr.
Rawr. Woofy woofy. You can pull up a chair. You don't need to just stand there awkwardly watching me. I feel bad for you.
My head hurts.
Well, if your head hurts, you can pull up the
I don't
chair that
wanna
I
sit.
refuse to use.
I don't want to sit. I'm being autistic.
Being
clearly.
drunk and drinking are different hobbies. I agree. I totally agree. Let's see. I find it nice to mix alcohol with soda and stuff is delicious. Hedgehog, you come here often. Yeah, that's just it. I mean, we've known people in our lives who do drink for the fun of drinking, and it leaves a bad impression, I think. But, if that's what they choose to do, that's okay. But if somebody just, to chill and relax and hang out and have a little bit in something, that's a whole different thing. And if they, in their own private time, choose to indulge, that's also their own thing. I'm not gonna sit there being their police officer.
Don't put other people in trouble and you're not in trouble.
Yeah. Boy, these get hard to read, and yet I hate to have it such a small picture that I don't... There we go. There we go.
My favorite place for alcohol is in baked goods.
My brother says alcohol is an antidepressant.
I mean, I guess if it's the fact that you keep thinking about stuff and being like pessimistic and it clears your head, maybe?
I don't know. I thought I heard it was a depressant, but gonna be really honest, I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know. Sounds like Gore has some experience there. Ask Gore. Gore knows.
Or,
I think Hedge needs some vodka spiked orange juice during a stream. It would be wildly hilarious.
it wasn't that interesting.
It wasn't that interesting. It's happened.
My mom did that to me.
It wasn't orange juice though. It was lemonade.
My mom did that to me one time.
She had a really bad migraine, so I hooked her up.
And
She was determined to still stream.
I
would not put her in a bad situation, ever.
I was on probably the edge of passing out from the migraine. This wasn't my mom being irresponsible as a parent, even if it might sound like that. That was my mom saying, "Oh my gosh, you're gonna pass out."
What was it? It was, hold on, a screwdriver. Well, it wasn't. It was, what was it? What an awesome mom. Can we trade moms?
No, mine.
It was it Simply Lemonade? Yeah, that's what it was. Simply Lemonade. Simply Lemonade has a hard version.
Yeah, and it's not like.
I don't know. And she sipped it over like 4 hours. It wasn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't like alcohol. I don't either. So it's not like I'm not, that's a lie. I really do enjoy some in small amounts.
My
The
mom
flavor.
likes the expensive stuff.
Yeah, but I can't afford it, so that's really good for my constitution.
Yeah, but no, I was in really bad shape and we found that for migraine, sometimes vodka helps.
Yeah, that Icelandic vodka really does seem to make a difference in a small amount.
So that's what that was about. And then because I'm very honest and I just tell my chat everything, I told my chat, and they were still calling me a drunk.
They were just dreaming. They were hoping you would give up something secret. Very good combo choice. If you sip it, your body gets used to it, and it helps heal your liver and stomach and stuff. I've never heard of alcohol healing your liver and your stomach, but I'm going to just trust you on that one. Hedgehog, you good friend. I could see it, though, in that vinegar is really good for you if you have reflux. So depending on your issue, I guess I could see it.
I wonder, I mean, my liver's probably in pretty bad shape.
Celiac isn't really good for the liver. So
no, it literally... I really shouldn't take up any hobbies that are bad for the liver, considering, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's fine. Everybody dies someday. We're all temporary on this plane of existence. It's fine.
Hey, you gotta have fun while you're here. Life is for living.
Yeah.
That's what I say. That's my 2 cents. We have so much alcohol here. Don't feel too bad. You're nowhere near as bad as I am. Is Dr. Pepper bad for the liver? It's true. Just like dentistry or cavities never existed before the 1900s. All things in moderation keeps us healthy for the most part. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. I've seen lots of paintings of pirates in the Caribbean for realsies. They didn't have a whole lot of teeth. Like, there was a rule that you had to have 1 tooth or 2 teeth to serve. So yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's why they didn't have cavities, Mom.
That's true. I guess you have to have teeth to have cavities. That's a good point. Okay. Just got to look at it differently. Scurvy. Yeah, scurvy is really bad. Yep, scurvy. Gotta keep those limes going on. I love limes. The lime and the coconut. That's a disease. I'm talking dentistry. Well, yeah, but scurvy definitely affects your teeth. This is a true thing.
I think sardines are good for teeth.
Yeah, I think sardines are really good for teeth. I do.
Not to be weird, but sometimes I have problems with my teeth because of, well, various reasons. But one of them is like, one of the big problems I get is I used to have sharp teeth, which is where your tooth will not fall out properly as it's growing in the new one. So all my baby teeth, practically none of them fell out the way they were supposed to, and some of them actually had to be taken out by the dentist because they
shattered in your mouth like glass. It was awesome.
It was horrible.
They did not get wiggly like they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were painful
Those
too.
were some fun visits.
But I found, like,
back in the day,
even my molars and stuff are very painful when they come through, but I find, like, sardines and stuff make it less painful, and I think my teeth...
So has Hedgehog ever died of dysentery? She hasn't died yet. It's all the sugar in our foods probably too. You don't pull them out yourself, or too scary for you? No, they wouldn't. They literally shattered like glass in her mouth.
They would turn purple, and the doctor said don't touch them.
Yeah. Like he used to say wiggle, and then we brought one in, and he freaked out. He's like, oh no.
Well, here's some advice: if your teeth turn purple, take him to the doctor and let the doctor decide what to do, because that's very dangerous. You can end up needing surgery.
Yeah. It's okay. You just did things your own way.
I didn't want that to be the case.
No, we don't actually, because I always made our food from scratch. Sugar hasn't been a big thing at our house.
Well in your gums, did they?
They didn't well in your gums, did they? That's the problem. They can get when they would shatter, because they were splintered. There was always the concern that some would be left in the gum and rot with the new tooth coming in. So
I
that
was really lucky. That never happened to me. That happened to someone else.
that did happen to one of their friends. Yeah.
I got lucky it didn't happen.
He had 2 root canals and several oral surgeries over it. She was lucky. We always caught it before it got to that point.
You should play the Oregon Trail, meow.
I don't want to play Oregon Trail. You should play the Oregon Trail, meow. Actually, I maybe would play the Oregon Trail one day. I don't know. I didn't do it when it was like a big new thing because everybody else was doing it, and I don't know.
Put you off, you know.
That put me off. Like, I never did the stuff everybody was doing. What? That's so ordinary.
Well, because you can just learn about it through other people. What's the point of wasting your time?
Well, yeah. Yeah, poor sweet little bean. I'm so sorry if it was painful. Sounds awful. Yeah, she was fine.
It was very painful. It was horrible.
She was fine.
I was fine. Though it did actually... Oh, it was so much easier to sleep when they came out. Because the thing with pain for me is I'll get used to it and just not feel it. So even with those, if I had them long enough, I just would stop feeling them. And then they would be out and it would hurt. And it would stop hurting, and I would sleep so much better. My stomach would stop being upset, and I'd be so much better state.
Isn't it from your age? Boy, you're just intriguing them. You're running my chat.
I'm sorry.
Ah, you're fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you pixel art in a second. Not really. There's not like there's room. I'd have to get out of this spot. I'm all like nested in. I'm stuck. I had to get up to adjust something, and now Tomas is convinced I have a bad back. I made horrible sounds apparently, but I don't have a bad back at all.
Oh, it's not your back that's the problem.
I know.
I know exactly what's the problem. She has a problem. It's just not her back.
Isn't it from your age? Are you winning, WeChat? Dwagon in the house. Dwagon, I'm going to show you your picture. Hold on. There you go, Dwagon. We did this for you last night. Arthritis? Yeah, I do have arthritis. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Looks cool. All right. Pardon me. Goodness. Okay, that's just... I'm getting all hiccupy now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should have alcohol so I stop getting hiccupy and sounding like I'm having alcohol.
That's the funny thing is I've been accused of drinking. And then I have some alcohol and they stop accusing me of being drunk.
That's because I would never let you be drunk too.
I know, but it really annoys me.
Hello, Hedge, if you are still there. Looks cool. In work, I hear alcohol. I drink plenty. What? Yes, Kenny. For Lent, one must have lots of alcohol. Mellow yourself out for the pixel painting lol. You drink water, so you drink.
True.
Let's see. And apparently Gore recommends a certain type of cigar as well. So there you go. Boy, I'm just determined to get that wrong, apparently. Annoying Hedge is a part-time hobby? Yeah, it kind of is. Oh, no. It just, you know. You gotta know I love you. Meh. Fine. I don't love you anymore. Is that better? Does that somehow feel better? I mean, like, what are you wanting here? I'm so confused.
I'm very dizzy.
Then sit your butt down.
I might be anemic.
I know. Have you been taking your iron?
Yes. I take it every day.
Any meow meows? Cigar? Not at the moment, apparently. Cigars and maple whiskey on a brisk night with the faint campfire smell in the distance. Cannot recommend more. I'll replace one of them. My application is open. Oh my! You're gonna replace one of our cats? Okay, Gore, that's a little weird. I don't know. I don't think we're replacing family animals with humans. Like.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that would be a little weird. I'm going to just say, what? That's a little disturbing. I don't know how I feel about that.
He says no.
Okay, but the campfire and sitting out, that sounds nice. But not right now, because we have a red flag alert, and yeah, it's pretty smoky right now. I would not add fire to that right now, but in a few months when it's rainy, oh yeah, campfire would be awesome. I had to go into town, and I was heading back towards the house, and it was so thick of smoke. I mean, you would have thought it was fog or something, and I'm like, oh crap, where's the fire? But there wasn't any. It was somewhere else. It was just that thick. The fire didn't reach us, so I didn't care. I mean, what do you do? It's just that time of year. I prefer local penguin. My meows are going to sound horrifying at nighttime. Please don't. Oh, yuck. Oh, I'm so horrified now and disturbed.
What?
The penguins, Gore, when did Canada move to the South Pole? Puffins, I know, can be in the northern part of the world.
Puffins
but,
are way cuter.
Puffins are so cute. And they swim.
Yeah.
They might be better than penguins.
They are better. They fly, too.
Yeah, they fly, too.
They fly.
Artie used to be obsessed with puffins when she was little.
I think all of us went through a puffin
You
phase.
did. You did. I was not sure what to do about it. I was like, you realize they're only in really cold places, right? You prefer local penguin, though. Okay. Like, are there penguins in Canada? Have I been taught wrong? Do they hang out with the moose? That would be an interesting campfire. Penguins and moose. Just because they can fly and I can't, always the pretty ones get the attention.
Don't worry, I love anything that flies.
Yeah, you do. Hedgehog is a puffin's common in Florida.
No.
No, puffins are not common in Florida.
I don't think there's ever been a puffin in Florida. They die.
They used to eat penguins in the southern provinces around here. Yeah, penguins can't hatch. I have heard that from other people as well. But I've never thought it sounded yummy. I'm going to be really honest. But yeah, that's a southern hemisphere thing. Or a Minecraft thing. Because obviously they are greatly desired in the Minecraft sphere.
I was telling Gore how I've never seen snow. He was surprised. I don't know why some people get surprised even when I tell them multiple times. It's kind of funny.
Gore, where would she see snow? Like, I have taken her to travel to places where there's snow, but it just never happened to snow when we were there. I mean, you have to A, visit a place that snows, and B, it has to actually snow.
It's really
Same
funny.
hedgehog. Yeah, Tomas has never seen snow. How many hurricanes have you been in, Gore? Maybe lots. Actually, they do get those up north.
I thought they had
Like, they'll
different
swing
names.
around. They had that big one that swung around New York and hit Canada, Newfoundland. They'll hit Newfoundland. That's what it is. Anywhere is Canada is snows, or north in America like Detroit. Yeah, snowstorms 6. Yeah, I don't know. I I have seen snow. I don't know if she remembers it, but Artie has seen snow. I shocked her. She was surprised at how cold it was. She was really little though. I don't know if she remembers. And I have taken the others to maybe see it, but it just never showed up when they were there.
Well,
Nothing I can do about that. I can't be like, but I remember. Okay, you kind of saw snow.
I saw the fake snow in the park.
Yeah, we had fake snow in the park to teach Florida children about snow.
But
So they made a big pile of ice, like snow cone machine, and they had all the kids go run in it and play and have a big snowball fight.
it was fun.
It was a lot of fun. They had a blast.
But my hands were really cold afterward. But I don't think that counts.
But that's her experience with snow. It's not the same.
Other kids who had actually seen snow came up to us and told all of us, we were like, is this what snow is like? And told us, no, this is nothing like real snow.
Had to drive through two of them. You had to drive through hurricanes or through snowstorms? The only snow I've ever seen was in Artie's chat. It's literally powdered water. You can freeze anything on it and make freezies. Reverse Florida man. Hedgehog, don't eat the yellow snow or dirt.
No, I don't eat anything that touched the dirt.
Yeah, she's
I have eaten the dirt, but I
snowstorms. Well, yeah,
but I've
snowstorms
never
make more
eaten
sense.
stuff that's touched the dirt. And I didn't eat the dirt on purpose. It just got in my mouth while I was playing.
I'll tell you what scares me is ice. I've been stuck on the black ice. That scared me. I had no idea there was such a thing until I found out the bad way. But I'm still here to tell my tale. I survived. In spite of myself. Because it turns out that everything you're supposed to do on water when you're hydroplaning is the opposite of what you're supposed to do on ice, apparently. So all my instincts were completely set to kill me, I guess. Black ice is horrifying. Yeah, it scared me. Oh my gosh. I'm back in Florida. I was young. I had no idea there was such a thing. I almost abandoned my vehicle and just walked the last 3 miles to my house that I had at the time. Drifting on ice is a fun skill to learn. Very Canadian, but fun. I mean, hydroplaning can be fun, so I could see that. But I did learn that you have to do it. It's the opposite, and I just couldn't learn.
Hydroplaning in a hurricane is fun. As long as you don't.
As long as you don't crash, yeah.
As long as you don't care about your impending doom.
I mean, at that point, you just go with the flow.
Just enjoy it because, you might not be there tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah, we always have hurricane parties. I don't know. Reverse Florida man. I don't even know what a reverse Florida man would be.
I guess maybe he's saying that's what a Canadian person is.
Well, I could see that. Like I said, we have a lot of people that go back and forth between Canada and Florida and between Alaska and Florida. There's a similar sense of freedom, I think. And doing one's own thing. Any snap bracelets?
Oh, those! We loved those. They're the bracelets that you wrap on your wrist and they wrap around really tight.
You guys did like those when you were little. They drove me crazy.
Someone new in chat.
Night, hello. Night, I did your game last night. Instead of barbecuing the alligators we slay, we freeze and make freezies out of everything, Lamau. Well then, how do you have fried gator tail? Not me, but one of my siblings had a watch version. Ah, how did it go? It went okay. After about an hour and a half, I kind of rage quit and changed to something else. But, I got through 12 levels. Maybe if you were there to help. It was good until it was just a lot. So I definitely needed a break at that point. She sucked at it after level 11 probably. I had to look up on level 12 to get through. I had to look up, and I found a Russian guy, and I had to follow frame by frame. And I just decided yeah. That just
Why
I
do you
needed.
always find Russians when you're looking for stuff?
I didn't try. That's what shows up on my feed.
Why do you
It
always...
could have been Greek. I don't know, but it was a Russian. It was a Cyrillic alphabet. Maybe he was Ukrainian. How do I know? But it was Russian name in Russian letters.
When I look stuff up, I get people who speak English.
He didn't speak. It was just literally the game.
I get English
Serpent
channels.
Fusion. But telling you how to do everything. Did you have a BlackBerry phone? Okay, just for the record, I did not have a BlackBerry phone. I was very anti-cell phone at that point. You know how I got a cell phone? I kept having issues when I was pregnant with Hedge, and family members were afraid I was gonna die or something on the side of the road, which was absolutely ridiculous. It was not gonna happen. They thought I was way too active. So they went and they got me a phone, and I still have that phone number to this day. So my phone number is just slightly older than Hedge by about 3 months-ish. Because my family was just determined that I be reachable. Whatever. I was like, I'm a free lady. I don't need that. Why active is good. Hedge Mom, are you a Russian spy? Are you a communist? Yet. Of course not. I am definitely not a communist. That is for sure, Z's, my dear.
Mom,
Very capitalist here.
Mom just goes through languages. Sometimes it'll be Spanish. Sometimes it'll be English. Sometimes it'll be, what's that one language Mom really liked for a while? It wasn't Korean, but it was something more.
I didn't run into Korean on purpose. It just sounded like Japanese, and I was like, that's a weird accent. It turned out to be Korean.
Mom just goes through languages, and her phone and the computers get confused about where she's from because she keeps switching what language she's watching.
I'm not terribly good at any of them, including English, so it's not like it's good.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be, all her stuff will show up in German. Sometimes it's all, what was that one for a while?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But she'll just switch all her languages around.
Здравствуйте, как дела? Active is good. Yeah, active is good, except I had gone through a phase where I decided that to stay in shape as a young mom, I didn't want to be using a car anymore. So I was walking and running 4 to 6 miles a day with not only my older 2 kids, but also their cousins. And I was always in parks and things, and people just started to worry about what if I went into labor, like out in the middle of nowhere. I thought I'd be fine. I was fine. Nothing bad ever happened. I should learn a new language.
Funny thing is, none of her kids speak more than English, really.
Yeah, no. You guys don't. I have to, yeah.
I feel bad for Mom sometimes.
Why?
Because suddenly when you're tired, you can't speak English.
Well, thanks. Thanks for spilling the beans, girl.
I mean, if you get tired enough on stream, it's gonna happen there too.
It probably has, and I didn't even notice. I don't speak anything good, so it's not like it's gonna endear me to anybody. Wyvern didn't want to be a mother, she wanted to be a mamacita. Lol. Weird disability. Hedgehog says some sign language. Yeah, they signed. They totally signed when they were little. She did not. They thought she was deaf, and they thought her brother was deaf, honestly. And they signed. But it turned out they could hear just fine. They just didn't want to talk, I guess.
Well, in all fairness.
I mean, they were autistic, so there was more to it than that. But yeah. We'll blame it on not wanting to talk. That sounds good to me.
I literally couldn't understand the sounds and was reading people's lips.
That's
so
true.
they weren't super far off.
She still does when she's tired. She lip reads. Do you know how hard this poor kid had it when everybody was wearing masks? She couldn't understand anybody in the store. Hedgehog, how to say I love you. I'm not a disability. I'm just a polyglot.
I love you is just.
It's just a hand sign. Yeah. She's doing it. Why did you make my daughter sign? Tomas. She's sitting here signing at the screen like you could see her. I love you, baby doll, but they don't. I know this is gonna shock. They can't see you.
I know they can't see my signing. I just can't.
It's cute. It's adorable. They already know it's adorable because I told them so. It's okay. They like cute Hedge. He was preparing that if you don't want to hear my crap stuff since birth, huh? I could sort of lip read, not like I try, but I do know how to do somehow my goal. She doesn't do it on purpose. None of them do. But I think it comes with being nonverbal so long.
Mm.
You would never believe it now. Listen to my kids talk. I think I did pretty good. They do all right.
I'm gonna tell my mom.
Why?
I signed please at her, and she thought I was saying I was hungry. Can you believe this?
You had toddler hands, probably. I don't know.
It wasn't even a month. It wasn't even a week ago.
Okay, so you were sloppy. It wasn't me. I don't know. I have to pay attention. Like, why would I expect you to sign? You have words now.
I didn't want to mess up your stream.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now it's coming back to me. But I was looking at the screen. I wasn't looking at you.
I made you look at me. And then I signed at you.
Uh-huh. At me. See, that's everything. I could sort of, my goal, now it's a question of getting them to shut it, lol. They're all great, lol. The meaning can overlap in certain circumstances. Yes.
Yes, true. I remember one of my teachers, they were teaching us sign language in school, which wasn't really, I wasn't learning a lot. But the teacher, I remember Mom came up to us because the teacher spoke a little bit of ASL, which is American Sign Language, and a little bit of the Hispanic Espanol. I don't remember what it is, but another version of sign language. And you can kind of be sloppy with one of the signs with the sign for thirsty, for like you want water, for the American one. And
No, you gotta be okay. Mm-hmm.
And Mom had to warn us, do not be sloppy with that one. Yeah. Around this teacher, you will get in trouble. This is what it will mean. And I remember that.
Well, I didn't. Yeah.
We have a good mom who makes sure we don't accidentally say something we shouldn't.
Yeah, but she was a good teacher. She was deaf. But she's the one who, like, came in and said, you guys spoke great sign. You just happened to have your own accent. And she decided she didn't like that the school was saying it didn't count. So she gave you an A because the other people didn't have any idea what you were saying anyway.
Sometimes we didn't know that we had said it right either.
I remember I got mad one day and I didn't realize she was deaf. So she saw me across the parking lot. She came over. I'd been signing how mad I was because I didn't want to be caught. And she came over and she goes, "Are you okay?" Like, oh crap, I got busted. It still blows my mind how sign language isn't mandatory in school, but French is here. Screw French. I want to throw gang signs with deaf people. I agree that sign language should be in all classrooms, always. That is a big cause for me. Autistic people do so much better with sign. And not only that, but why should deaf people be excluded? It's so simple. And when you think of gestures and stuff, but French, huh? That's more of a Canadian problem. We do French here, but more Spanish. Although in Florida, you're going to get a lot of French. We were part of France for a while as well.
In Florida, you're going to get just about any language possible because our people don't remember that they're supposed to be.
Yeah, Florida's weird. But we got a lot of Portuguese too, I think. Brazilian Portuguese more. It doesn't sound like if we talk to somebody from Portugal, it doesn't sound right at all. "100% agree. Plus, most were born like that too. Not like they can just hear again. Still remember the song, but not the sign. Kuda. French was mandatory many years ago because it was considered the language of diplomacy, but that's pointless these days. Yeah. Well, yeah, but see, in Quebec, that's a slightly different thing, Dwagon. And if you notice on the, what?
It just made me think of Gambit.
Oh, Gambit. Well, there's a good example. On the, you just blew that out of my brain. I had a thought. You goofball. I think it's still good to know French potentially, but yeah, all of the if you watch a news thing in Canada, they are in French and English, I think. And they don't always translate like, okay, one of the things that I used to annoy me was like they would do political commercials in Spanish and English. There are still things like that. English is science. I forget what the other ones are. Yeah. They would sit there and say things in Spanish that were completely different than English and say it was a translation. I don't know how much that happens in French in Canada, but I do know it can happen in other languages in other places. So I don't know. It might behoove you to actually understand what's being said, but I don't know, because guess what? I don't live in Canada land. You're gonna have to ask the resident Canadian who says French is yucky.
I mean, it even happens with like sign language. If you're listening to a speech,
they cheat. Oh my gosh.
It's so bad because whenever we watch and they have someone signing, half the time I'm just like,
sometimes they get bored and they just start making up, like you'll have somebody who's not a real translator and they just start randomly doing stuff. Like they look like they're just making random movements. They might be.
I remember one time I wasn't fluent enough in sign at the time to really tell what they were saying, but I was like, I'm hearing the words, I'm looking at their hands. What are their hands doing?
Yeah, it's just their own. Who knows? It's a crap full here. Greek and Latin are used in medicine, yes. And I think it's good to know your German roots and your Latin roots, but your Greek roots, I guess it is. It's Greek and Latin roots. That's what it is. But to understand language better, but I don't know how fluent you need to be as much as just to understand, language. But what do I know?
Well,
I'm just totally botching that. Oh my goodness. I might put you in charge of the pixel art for a second. I might need a powder break, my dear. A little powder.
While you're at it.
I don't think I even have a drink anymore. Never go to Quebec. That's all I can advise you ladies to do. Never. We don't speak about Quebec. There's no such thing as Quebec. It's not real.
In visiting Canada, it looks cold.
I remember a lady got in trouble for that. Yeah, we had one person who was supposedly super qualified, and they were translating for one of the politicians in Florida, and the politician actually knew the language, and they got in so much trouble. They're like, "You're just making that up. Be quiet. You're fired. I will save for myself." But yeah, things happen. But it's a thing. It does not hurt to know for yourself.
No. It's funny when you do know and you accidentally start signing at someone who needs to speak in sign language and you don't know you've just told them, like, you just had an entire conversation with them and you didn't realize it. That's always fun.
Well, I thought it was funny that, for example, you guys said coffee and soda with an accent. I was like, there's different ways to say that? Cool. Australian Sign Language is kind of weird. I've seen that. I don't know. It's definitely different. I don't know why.
Coffee.
Yep, that's coffee. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mean...
I remember the important stuff. I remember food.
You always remember food. For your brother, it was always, when he was little and when he first learned it, it was pancake. Oh my gosh. He would not stop signing pancake at me. I'm like, dude, just because you can sign it doesn't mean you get it. But he was pretty cute, so it did often work.
Maybe that's why he kept doing it.
Yeah. He was so obsessed with circles. He always had, not the biggest fan of Australian Sign Language.
It's weird.
I find it confusing. I feel like I can follow sign language from most countries to a degree, but I don't know if it's the grammar is different or what, but it doesn't work for my brain. But I'm not as good at sign as my kids. I only learned it because I had to communicate with them, and that was how they communicated for ages.
The Australian stuff, because Mom showed us a video, it's kind of like they speak with a really, 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 you know how in certain places, like, well, like, you have French people in Canada who mainly speak French, and then they start talking in English, and they have a really heavy accent. That's what Australian Sign Language is for people who speak sign, is they're those people with those unintelligible, super heavy accents. But for hand signs.
Okay, we were watching, I'm going to tell. We were watching a Canadian creator that we enjoy in this household who hadn't really come out as being from Quebec until something happened and he said he was from Quebec. And let's see, wow. They taught a gorilla sign. Apparently it's not very interesting. Let's see, how shall I put this? He put on a reaction to a reporter from, trying to think how much I can say. Rebel News, I'll just say that. Not to be political, but he was reacting to something she said, and he just turns around and he goes, really pretty, lovely accent. I'm from here and I have no idea what she's saying. And it made me feel so much better because I was like, I always have so much trouble understanding her. I can understand most people, but she's someone that I always struggled with. It's kind of like that, but I understand what you mean. Like Spanglish, yeah, they mix a bunch of stuff up. Yeah, we totally, Spanglish is, we're so guilty here. That's all I'm going to say.
And it leaks into the sign. The Spanglish is really bad with the sign. If you talk to the wrong person in sign, it is, you will find them saying half the stuff in American Sign Language, half the stuff in, I don't remember what it is, but it's a more South American sign, but it's not called that. Don't remember what it's called.
All I know is I used to have a really good, well, I've had many friends, but I had a really, really good friend that was from Cuba, and she would laugh so hard, and she's like, you speak that Florida Spanglish, you don't speak real Spanish. I was like, I know. You're so easy to understand until you're so impossible to understand. And I said, you know what? The feeling's mutual. I don't always understand you either. Let's just speak English. I do the same with English and Italian. I feel that. Although I'm sure when I speak Italian, deaf people think I'm trying to cook with my hands. That is a real problem. Gesturing versus sign. Yeah. That becomes an issue.
I don't remember.
That used to be so hard for my kids. They were like, yeah.
Because, like, some people do that even when they're just speaking English. So I would read their lips and then their hands would be saying something else. And it was very confusing.
Actually, though, I've had Argentinian friends. They move their hands a lot.
It's very confusing.
Dwagon can speak to that. He can tell me if I'm wrong. Apparently, Italian hand signs are an actual language. They are. They are.
Yeah, but it's very confusing because sometimes it's similar to to an actual word inside ASL, and then you're reading their lips, and you're looking at their hands, and you're hearing the words they're saying, and their hands are saying something else, and it's very confusing.
I used to have a friend, and we play that game, except we don't have as many Italians around here, so we only did it to Argentinian friends. It was, what are they saying from across the room? And we were usually right. Can hedgehogs speak in Morse code?
No.
Oh, Spanish or not. The Bappa di boopity pasta pizza linguine pies. Yum. It's the best when the families get together. Yeah, she was not as into Morse code. The one who was really into codes for a while was the other two, actually. I say the one.
As far as sign goes, though, if you have picked up sign and it's not just part of your family cultures, and you just, sign randomly at your family, and to say you love them and goodbye because you can't talk anymore because your autism has gotten really bad, you can really confuse your family, and they're like, what, why are you, what?
No, we're not confused.
Anymore, but I still remember getting several reactions from Grandma and Grandpa of, what?
Okay, you mean family members not in the immediate household, yeah.
Yeah. And it still confuses. They learned, but I still feel like, oh my goodness, because I still remember that. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, poor Grandma and Grandpa.
They just loved you.
Yep.
Even great grandma tried to learn. She could only make like 4 signs, but she was determined. It's love. Okay, so which one of you can read Egyptian hieroglyphics? It's surprisingly easy to learn and easy to forget. I'm not going to confess which one of us reads Egyptian hieroglyphics.
It is not me.
It is not her. But one of my, I know, Night knows. I don't know if that child is fluent anymore, but, yes.
My family is so massive. Lucky you're at the name basis stage. I'm at the family A and B.
Family A and B.
I don't know. Are there families?
Reveal themselves too. It's the cat. My grandparents are Arabian. I know some, not fluent though. There you go. What? Wait, if it's not Hedge and Night knows, it must be Artie. I can't speak for her.
Go bug her about it.
Yeah, bug her. I don't know what she knows anymore anyway. So I couldn't tell. I wouldn't know.
I'd say we just haven't met too much of our family because
we have a big family and a lot of family, but the
reality
reality
just so many
is
of them, you can't meet them all at once.
Yeah.
It's like, when the family gets so big that it's just like you just can't meet them all at one family gathering. That's what it feels like anyway.
It's because you guys always go hide off to the side.
Yes, we have to find the corner to hide in because there's too many people.
Arabian can be very musical. But isn't it Arabic as opposed to Arabian?
Are the cats included?
Are the cats included in family?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know that we would take them to a family get-together. Never have thought to take them along. But if we have to evacuate, we have taken them along.
They don't like evacuating.
Yeah, that's not their favorite. Because then more than one family member is evacuating usually. And we have to get all the animals to live together. And that could be fun.
It was really cute last time we evacuated, though. They all slept in the big old pink crate really cutely.
Yeah, they did. Well, the second to last time.
So, there was one problem.
Alright, I'm starting to make silly mistakes. I don't know what that one is.
It's a 4.
Is it? Okay. I had it, and then I messed it up. I remember I accidentally insulted a person by saying she didn't have that big of a family. What? How could that insult someone? How is that a personal, like, you just have the family God gave you, right? I mean,
it's nice having a big family, but it's also crowded and annoying.
I bet all my money that Brobot will be the one increasing the Hedge family size. Well, not the Hedge family. I mean, you know. But yeah, he definitely would like to find himself someone to help him expand the family one day. I am sure of that. She was the grandmother. Gore. She's got a lock in. Big families are the best. Nobody knows when you sneak out or get away from the crown. The crown? Do we have a crown? Are we royalty now? I'll take that.
I think we have crown.
Alright, kiddo.
No, that's a circlet.
You're in here anyway. You're going to take care of my chat for a minute because I
Okay.
have to use the little girl's room. Ow! Rip that off my head. Oh my gosh.
Well, you were stuck.
Oh.
And you looked desperate.
I'll be right back. Yeah. Whew. The coffee did.
I'm here to entertain, apparently. That is weird. But the Artie has a chain crown in some of her art pieces. Yeah. Hey all! I'm royalty because we are famous here, baby. Good for you. Tom says meow. Tom says meow a lot. I understand. Oh, hello. Yes, hello. 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 I don't know. I feel like my speech impediment's getting really bad. Ignore that. I think my mom's a really good cook. She makes yummy food. It's so weird and funny seeing Wai-chan's avatar move with Hedge's voice. Oh, shut it. You speak better than me. Well, I speak good now because of therapy. If you had enough therapy, trust me, you would speak great. Hedge even moves different. I do, because I'm small. I'm smallest in my family. It's a point of pride. I don't know. I've had what? I've had so many hours of OT and stuff. Like, if I couldn't speak decently, even when I'm in a bad place, that would be, yeah. 151 centimeters tall is Hedge, I think. Something like that. I just know complicated words. We do too. Hedge. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is, like, lots of books. Books help. And then, like, hours and hours of painful therapy to speak properly. I don't know. Knowing a word and speaking it is different things. True. It's something around there. I'm about 5 feet. That's about the conversion. Hedge, quick now that your mom is gone. Check her browser history. We all use the same computer. I know the browser history. It's all video games. Yes, I made the conversion. Yeah. Woof, woof. There's nothing mysterious there. It's all video games. You are so teeny. What? I mean, yes, I am teeny. I am pocket-sized according to chat. I am very cute. Teacup size. I don't... Pocket-sized, teacup size, yep. Just pocket-sized, perfect size for little sisters. Aw, thank you. Thank you. That Gore is shocked that I am teeny.
That you're what?
Teeny.
You're teeny? Oh, you are teeny. You're pocket size.
He's calling me teacup size.
I made the conversion. Like teacup size, hedges, pocket size, perfect size for little sisters. Wait, how tall is Wee-chan?
Like an inch taller.
I might be a whole inch taller. I don't know. I'm at least.
I'd say 1 to 1.5 inches taller.
I'm at least half an inch taller.
It's an inch taller, I'd say.
I think.
Yeah.
With your expert eyeballs, I'm not shocked. I'm floored. Girls are smaller.
Well, in our family, there's really short girls.
And really tall.
Really tall girls and really tall guys. Like,
yeah. We're shrimps or we're tall. There's like nothing else. And she's been open about being short, so there you go.
I don't even think I'm that short. I've met tons of ladies who were smaller than me, even when I was shorter than I am now.
That's because we got a lot of Guatemalans around here, honey. I don't know.
Yeah, they weren't usually from America. They were usually immigrants, but I've met
For an American, you're kind of short.
Yeah, but I had a friend's mom I met, and I was taller than her when I was like 14. It was not that short.
And again, she was from Guatemala. I mean, nothing against Guatemala, but you got some short ones there. So Wee-chan is head patable height too, I see. Once you hit affiliate status, we will need a head pat redeem. Being anything under 5'7" here is a genetic phenomenon. I'm considered a half tiny person. Say psych right now. One of my uncles shrunk. He is only 6'2" now. All my uncles are over that. Yeah. I think my dad's under 6'2" now, though. He has shrunk. He's getting older, but I love him.
They commented I move differently than you.
You do move differently than me.
I said yes.
But how do they know?
Because look, character in the corner.
How weird. It shows? Yeah, we have different mannerisms. And now I gotta do this because it's fixing on you.
Woof.
There we go. Woof. So wait. If Gwar is a half tiny person, does that mean, and he works outside and he works with like wood stuff and stuff, does that mean he's a dwarf in disguise?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Or he could be, what are they called? It's like they're not dwarves, but they're also tiny and they do more woodwork than dwarves.
I like how you're showing me. You know, they can't see you again. I say,
How
much do you do that during your stream?
I do it all the time.
These poor people, they're like, they miss half the conversation.
I know, and I'm not trying to do it either.
Okay, but like all the children came out similar size, or you get the other ones turn out tall boyos. I probably have shorter. He is just one of the ones I know the relative height of. I mean, the only child I'm not shorter than is my teacup one, but the others are not public with their size, so that's all I will say.
My bro's tall. That's all I'll say. I won't give an exact height, but he's tall.
Yeah. He thinks he's short.
He picked me up one time in the pool and it was traumatizing because I just suddenly went up really high in the sky and I wasn't expecting it and I choked on water because I was shocked.
It's the effort and thought that counts. Actually, Artie said she was like 154, 156 centimeters tall. Still head patable, just like the two of you. Yeah, she's close. She's, yeah. She was so proud when she got taller than me. That's all I'm going to say. I've never sat down and done her height in centimeters, but I have no doubt that she has. None. So I will just trust you on that. That sounds like her. I can see her sitting there and mathing it out just for the fun. Just for the joy of the equation. Ugh, the little math elf. That's what got me thinking. What are you thinking? Robot's height is a mystery, though. It's not a bad time to mention that I can't convert centimeters to feet.
I don't remember conversion. I learned it, but I don't remember.
I used to know it really fast, but I don't remember anymore. I'm going to be honest. If I sit and think about it, it'll come to me, but I don't. I used to be able to do it really fast, but I don't anymore. They're around 5 feet in freedom units. Freedom! Hear the eagles cry.
Small little beans. The really small beans are the kitty cats.
Yeah, the kitty cats definitely have little beans. Although for kitty cats, they are giants.
Yeah.
Thanks. Back Is that a crow?
It's more of a shrieky sound. An eagle cry. It sounds more like somebody screaming than
I'd
that.
rather hear the eagles than the owls. Oh my gosh.
Gordon didn't like it when I said my speech impediment's really bad tonight.
Why?
He said I speak better than him.
Oh dear.
I just said that it was the
You know what?
stuff and
You
all
had.
therapy.
You know what? I'm just gonna say this as mom. If you, there's a heavy investment.
Exactly.
At one point, I think they had you in 20 hours of speech therapy a week. She couldn't even make, that's penguin tongue for get taller nerds. Oh dear. She couldn't, thanks. She couldn't even say half the sounds in the English language by the time she was in first grade. And yeah, it took a lot of work. I think we did pretty good. I'm pretty proud. And I told her, if you have to have a speech impediment, at least yours turned out super cute. I mean, you know, God was good to her. 20. Yeah, she is 20. She's going to be 21 in June.
Yeah, on June 20th.
On June 20th, yeah. Okay, hold on. Gore, you know what I wanted to do to her for her birthday, but I totally failed. I wanted to do this. I meant 20 hours. Oh no, we're not going for 20 hours. That is insane. She, okay. You know how for a while, Skiz would have that birthday, what was it, birthday? Yo-yo, birthday yo-yos. I was trying to find a way to get a hold of a sound of a birthday yo-yo just for her. Homie, I still can't pronounce half the English language either. Ah, but from what you've said, does that mean that you're speaking the French or just the Italian? Anyway, that's to say, because she was turning 20 on the 20th, I was trying to get a copy of them giving her a birthday yo-yo, but I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I could play it on Surprise Zone or behind her birthday stream, but it didn't work, and it just wouldn't be the same now, because it wouldn't be the 20th on the 20 on the 20th. But would that not have been awesome? She was so upset when she found out I had been actively working to do that to her. But I
had
thought,
worked really hard on that stream, and I did not want Mom messing it up. Also, I was really stressed.
you were stressed, but I think it would have been brilliant. It would have made me happy.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do on your birthday. Make your parents
Please your
happy.
parents. That's right. It's very, very, very good idea. Without me, you wouldn't exist. There you go. Be grateful. Entertain me. Entertain me, squeeb. I think we shall devise distractions for the birthdays and get the live birthday jump scare.
Oh, that's so mean.
Nah. The moment passed. I thought it would have been a happy thing. I found out later it wouldn't have been, so I guess that turned out well. Because I wouldn't have wanted to upset her. It was supposed to be happy.
It was a happy birthday.
It was.
I got sushi.
Yep,
We
you
hadn't
did.
eaten out all year because it's horrible to eat out with allergies. It gets worse every year, practically.
Mhm.
It's horrible. It's a nightmare. I don't suggest it. If you have allergies, I feel bad for you. You will never eat out again.
Well, you can, but you know.
You just might die.
Make your parents proud for your birthday. I knew she was Asian all along.
We've made that joke after watching the stuff about that. Mom was like, wait, that's what I always tell you. We were surprised.
It was okay. I'm going to tell you another funny. As long as we're going to share. Let's see. Here's the funny. You know Markiplier, right? How he has his mom and he put her on Mommyplier. So he brought her in for a stream. Hi, Lasana. Hi, lasagna. Steak and salad, steamed vegetables is normally safe. Yeah, if you're careful, yeah. So anyway, you poor little lasagna ball. Goodness. So I always make bulgogi, right? Meowing intensifies. Yeah, that's lasagna. Lasana, sorry. They don't need to know your nickname. You're so funny. Anyway, so the kids brought me in to watch Mommyplier do bulgogi so I could learn how to do it right. Yes. And it was so hilarious because everything she did, I'm like, oh, a little more of this, a little more of that. And then she would turn around 2 seconds later, it needs a little more of this and a little more of that. And by the end, they're going, you make it exactly like she does. And I'm going, because she does it the right way. I don't know. I was impressed that she knew how to make it so good. Almost like she's actually Korean.
It was your idea to watch to see if you did it right.
Not at first.
You thought it would be
But
funny.
I sure did think it would be funny, and it was. We laughed. I laughed so hard I almost wet myself.
What's really funny is whenever we watch something like that, we're always like, oops, we did that maybe a bit too accurately. You're not gonna hug anymore? Can you let go of my arm if you're not gonna hug me?
Why is she holding you like that? It's so weird. They can't see you, honey. It's okay. See, they see this. I don't know why my figure. I think my figure's messed up because you're out there. No.
She wants to be at the mic, I guess.
Hi. You sharing your toe beans with the world? Aw. Okay.
You want out?
I think she does. I don't know why she wanted to come in. That was weird.
She didn't. I wanted hugs.
Oh.
And then she seemed okay with it.
Hello, cutie. Oh, Dwagon's calling my girl cutie. I don't know how I feel about that.
Who's calling the cat cutie?
Me when Nona fires up Rosina Parmesan, the cooking lady. There you go. I used to really like a lot of Italian food.
I have a good reason for not liking Italian food. It's a very good one. There's a lot of starch and gluten in your food. And I pretty much celiac, so...
Yeah, without the gluten, it's not the same. It needs the gluten, so we don't do much of that anymore.
I do like the chicken parmesan on pizza.
Yes,
And
she does. If she's going to get sick, that's where she goes.
Or the ziti. I really like meatball ziti.
Oh, yeah. That's your
neither
jam.
of these are really good for celiac.
Yeah. Well, hedge is cute too. That's why we coined the term hedge cute. Lost count of how many versions of pasta and sauce I know.
But yeah, you guys really, you don't like the celiacs. You really want to get them out of your gene pool, don't you? Get rid of those livers for them.
Well. Want to hear something crazy? I despise lasagna, lol. Steak and eggs and potatoes and salad, lol. Yeah. I'll be honest. If I'm going to have lasagna, I know this is absolutely heretical to most people, but I actually prefer it with vegetables. I feel like it gets so greasy when it's got heavy meat in it, and it's so heavy in the stomach. I actually do like it when it's got zucchini and stuff in it. And I know I am not in the majority.
I like meaty lasagna.
Yeah, see, my kids also, they love the meaty. I just feel like it gets heavy feeling to me.
I like puttanesca.
Puttanesca. Oh, puttanesca is our jam. We do the puttanesca. Oh my gosh. A good puttanesca. Oof. Gluten-free pasta has made great strides, but you need to check the brands. They are not made equal. No, the only one we like is Tinkyada. We won't do any of the others. We've tried them all. True, yeah, I gotta drain some of the juice from it first. I enjoy my pizza. Yeah, yummy. Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends on what it is. To say that meat automatically belongs in everything is a little weird to me, but I mean, most Italian food benefits greatly from a nice helping of meat. I've got to be honest, it's pretty important. What is it that your brother was talking about? He wants me to get my hands on. Oh, it's that. It's not bacon. It's
It's not the. Is it the beef version of the pork?
not the bruschetta. Although you are the one that likes the bruschetta.
I do like.
But it is that pork.
Oh.
It's not the bacon. It's
No. We used to get it a lot. The cured pork. That's like.
I don't think I got it a lot. I used to get you the bruschetta a lot.
No, you got
Everything in moderation, yeah.
You got the piggy one a lot.
I've gotten the piggy one, but
Sister really loved it.
yeah, she did.
What was it? Well, it seemed like a lot to me because you could get a hold of that one and you couldn't get a hold of the other one.
But it's not the same one. You're thinking of a different one. This one I haven't gotten because I've never found it here. But it's on a lot of the cooking shows lately, and your brother was like, I must have that. I'm like, if I see it, I'll get it. But I don't remember what it was called.
Prosciutto?
No. I wonder how you would go with homemade gnocchi. Okay. Hot take, I have made lovely gluten-free gnocchi, but I just feel like it's one of those things, it's better with gluten. It just is.
I feel like donuts need gluten, and I love donuts. It's true. There are some things that need gluten to be good.
I know what you mean, tried pig thigh. I think that is what it is, but I don't remember what it's called. Anyway. It's in a bunch of kinds of pasta, I guess.
Said you are a donut? No, I eat donut.
It was in Guga was doing a video with somebody, and they were showing him how to make the pasta, and they were using the.
I don't know what it was called.
I forget what it was called. Anyway.
I tune out.
Because you're sweet, you're welcome.
Well, I take the compliment, but at the same time, no, I'm not donut. I eat donut. I predator, not prey.
That's my girl.
Rawr.
Rawr. Good girl.
Honestly, I have to say that's something that I prefer about food without all the gluten in it and all the soy. Is it's so much easier to get full on. And I know it's mostly the soy that's causing that, but it's so much easier to be full.
They say you are what you eat. Be right back. Okay, night.
Well, I can only have donuts like once a year, Dragon, so I get to eat them once a year for like my birthday or a special occasion, and then I can't have them the rest of the year because otherwise I'll be sick all year. So if I am what I eat, I'm probably a little fishy, or a steak, because I don't eat much else.
Lots of sardines, fish, eggs, some cheese, yogurt. Oh, by the way, your brother had me give that yogurt to the chickens because he said it gave him food poisoning, and I was so surprised, and it smelled good, and everything seemed fine.
What was it that actually gave him the food poisoning?
I'm starting to think it was the salad that I made him and me, and I didn't have any until this evening, and that's all I'm going to say. You know, I just ran away. And I just gave the chickens a gallon of yogurt, homemade yogurt. I can't think of a food that contains that many nuts. Oh, I can think of foods that contain nuts.
Oh, what's that stuff that's really yummy that I can't eat because it's always a peanut risk? It's got a bunch of nuts in it. It's always got like mixed nuts. It's like nougat.
Mm-hmm.
I can't eat that because it's really dangerous, because like even if it doesn't have peanuts listed as an ingredient, sometimes they get their nuts that they've got in the nougat, even if they're not peanuts, like they're walnuts or something, and they'll be roasted in peanut oil, and if I eat it, I could die because it might be roasted in peanut oil, which is always great. Also, you get into things like nougat, not nougat, you get into things like cashew milk and stuff, and that'll be full of cashews because it's made of cashews. But my problem isn't nuts so much as legumes.
Yeah, you've got mega legume allergy.
Yeah.
Everything you're allergic to is pretty much a legume.
So you're a nut and gluten allergy? Where?
Good to know.
Yeah. Well, like I'm fine with like anything that's
Nom,
not
nom,
a
nom,
legume.
nom, nom.
It's just I can't do legumes. Like green beans make me so sick. Okay, this was horrible. I went to a shop and I asked for no green beans, and they gave me a plate with green beans anyway. And I took the green beans off my plate, and the food I ate that had touched the green beans made me so sick. It was horrible.
Yeah, but only the peanuts are anaphylactic. But
Nothing
she's
else will
been
kill me.
she's been warned if she's not careful that she reacts so strongly to legumes that she could develop anaphylactic to them. So we're careful.
Dry fruit tastes terrible. Nah, some of it's good.
Nasty you. You don't like dried fruit. You know, Dwagon, you seem to like cheese, tomatoey things, and meat. I think you have a very solid idea of what you like. I'm just
get along well with our family.
it's my hot take. Yeah, you get along really well with our family. Definitely, for sure. If Hedge only has one vegetable, same honestly with Artie. Now that I think of it, it would be tomato.
I put tomato and cheese on everything. Yeah, I don't put cheese so much. I'm not into the cheese as much. That's my siblings.
Yeah. See, Gore, see how you read this? If you read it wrong, Gore thinks that tomato and cheese on things is nasty. What kind of person who says they have Italian descent thinks that cheese and tomatoes are nasty? I don't know. He might have to lose his heritage card there. I eat copious amounts of cheese, untrue. Unhealthy amounts. I've seen the pictures of your food. I will vouch that I suspect that is quite accurate. But a little misreading, it's good for the brain. See if you're paying attention, you know?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Eaten pumpkin bread today.
Yes, you had pumpkin bread because your sister
I had a very nutritious day.
Has your brother? I got him a 5-pound bag of tater tots. There can't be any left.
He hasn't been on them so much lately. He's been more on.
He figured out how to make them in the toaster, in the air fryer, and next thing I know, there's like. Every time I turn around, he's throwing them in people's mouths. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm.
No, he hasn't been the last few days because he's been eating the braised, the beef you made, which I think is a lot yummier without the onions. Please make it without the onions in the future. It made the broth yummy.
Okay.
But he's been eating that with meat.
Okay. Well.
And it's almost gone now. If it's not gone.
Gore's surprised he hasn't had a heart attack yet. You know, if you eat things healthy.
If you eat real food, you're less.
Real
likely.
food, I think, is fine.
Honestly, like.
Kenny can disagree with me, but I think just any real food. Because you'll get full before you have too much. You know, like if you're having actual cheese, it's when you eat all the stuff that's full of chemicals that your body doesn't tell you when to stop, I think. But I don't know. We don't eat that stuff, so I'm going on pure theory here.
Well, I would say that as someone whose anemia has caused them to not be able to walk, I have the authority to say, eat lots of meat, it makes you healthy. Because that's the biggest way I stop myself from getting the anemia that makes it so my legs stop working.
Oh, yeah. You should have lots of beef and liver.
Yeah,
Exactly. I don't want to do that. There we go. Boop. Boop. This must be some kind of tree, maybe?
It's a cherry tree, obviously.
Maybe. I meant through here, but what do
No,
I know?
that's the leaves, but it's the petals, see?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I guess.
I just waved my hand in front of my mom's face. It probably made the camera look weird.
That's okay. It's entertaining. I'm entertained. I mean, you've completely distracted me. I was going pretty good, and now I'm like, maybe I'll finish? Yeah. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It reminds me of playing video games when you were little. It was like, you were the challenge. Persevere, do it. You can do it.
I helped from the inside of Mom's knee. I would sit there and I wouldn't move except when I fidgeted, which was all the time. I was very fidgety, and I helped.
Yeah.
And I grabbed Mom's arm right as she was about to attack the big boss monster and all the things. I helped. We had a Wii, by the way.
Yeah. That's right. You were helpful. I'll never forget how helpful you were.
I helped the monsters.
I did look at it that way. I was like, this is like hard mode. I would bring my kids in and be like, yeah, climb all over me. It's all good. You'll make me stronger. I feel Hedge needs a personal lightsaber just because she's been so good back. Oh my gosh. You're in a place tonight, baby girl.
I told you I have a migraine.
Yeah.
I should have taken medicine.
You should have. Yeah. Why?
But I've taken so much BC because of the migraine. I don't want to take more.
I think it's because the weather's switching, honey. I really do.
But
We're about due for one last cold snap.
And the BC keeps setting off my reflux, but then it's the only
I think
thing
it's the
that's helped
weather.
manage.
My reflux is going insane. I sat here like belching at them in the beginning. I felt so rude.
Well, I know it's the BC that's making my reflux worse because whenever I take it, I can taste it.
Thanks for sharing. Bruh, I was tracking down the designer responsible for horrible interface design on a game released in 1993. I was about to send a mail to him to complain about his horrible design choices, but the guy is already dead. He escaped by death, but he escaped. Could be weather or body heat related. Always causes headaches. Yeah. We all react to the barometric pressure, and when seasons change, it's always a pain in the butt. Or the head, but it's normal.
I was talking about it on stream because they were worried because I said it's been like 3 days, and I told them it's really bad. It'll be a couple weeks if there's like a hurricane or something.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's really nothing to worry about. But they always get so anxious. I don't know what's wrong with them. Haven't their moms ever told them just work through the pain and don't worry about it and stop being such a baby? What's wrong with you? Why? What do you mean you want to skip school because your head hurts so bad it feels like it's going to explode? I'm going to work.
Okay, you
like
guys
that.
had diagnosed migraines when you were little bitty. Like, I was going to say, oh, just skip school. No, you had to go.
See?
Be strong.
See? And my chat's going, you should rest. Why don't you take care of yourself?
Live your life. It's for living. That's what I say. She has no option. She's under my roof. Sleep and lack of water also can do it. Yes, she has not been sleeping well.
Thing is, if you are in pain, it's harder to sleep.
Yeah, I think it doesn't help when you sit there watching your friends stream. That's what I think.
I don't do it often because it messes up my sleep. Even worse, I can't watch Ultima's late night streams, and then I can't watch during the day because then I don't stream on time.
I know.
I find his streams very entertaining.
Ultima keeps messing up your streaming schedule. What's with that, man?
It's all his
Oh
fault.
my
It's not because
goodness.
I'm distractible.
That's right. Totally, man. I tell my dad and Nona every day, if I die today, I die. That's life, brutal but true. King Steampunk Dragon. No head, no migraines. Become a Dullahan. Oh my gosh. Do you remember when you guys used to run around that Celtic woman song, Dullahan? You would just scream it through the whole freaking house for hours.
Dullahan.
Yeah, let's not. Honey, you do that on your stream. Thank you. I said, do you remember? I didn't say do it.
That's the same thing.
No.
Yes.
No, it is not. I'll kick you out. Alright. Oof. Yeah, no, we don't need to do that.
It's playing in your head now, isn't it?
If I felt good, I wouldn't be doing this game. I'd be doing Minecraft. So, yeah. You're just awesome, kiddo. One time I got a headache because I was sick and blew my nose so much it caused a headache. Ew, then I guess Wee-chan has to sing instead. I'm not singing. Not today. I sang before. You guys insisted I sang, and I told you I was having trouble with my voice, and then you're like, yeah, don't sing. It really made me feel good. It really did.
Mom's really good at singing when she's in a good condition, but if she sings and she's in a bad condition, she might lose her voice. So let's not.
Thanks.
I mean, it's the truth. I've watched you lose your voice from singing when you're not feeling good many times.
Yeah.
Around Christmas.
I have issues with my voice. You just don't remember before I had issues with my voice.
I still think your voice is nice.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna get this. My
The
gosh.
voice I don't like is my sister's. I find it screechy.
Oh my gosh. You know what, honey? Something you shouldn't share on stream.
Whoops.
Go away.
Sorry.
You're gonna cause problems. She's got fans on here, man. You're gonna get hate. You're gonna get canceled. What are you doing?
She's my sister. I can say I don't like the way her voice sounds because it's too high for my ears.
I know. I don't think her voice is high at all, but you've always said that. She gave her wonderful voice to her lovely daughter's Little Mermaid's tale. That's kind of how it feels. Yeah. It does. Alright, let's see here. I'm trying to sort of... Oh my, okay. We're emojiing again. You know, if you're going to be here, you could stem on my back or something.
I thought about it, but then I remembered you were human.
Oh, thanks. I'll try not to be human, okay?
Ow, ow, ow.
What did you do?
It's the migraine. It just hit my eye really bad, and I don't know. It just hurt.
I'm thinking comments at you, but you're a young lady who's an adult. I'll keep my mouth shut. If she doesn't know about you inviting us to watch you shower, I think Hedge is safe. What?
What? What? What? What? What? What? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I can see Mom saying, some crazy things. That's why I don't want to know.
Hedge, why don't you go drink some water? It sounds refreshing, huh? Whoever said that, Shay. I see Hedge doesn't know about that either. I mean, I kind of remember something about an endless ocean. Yeah, that's right. Tomas wanted me to shower because you have to get the bathing suit to shower, but then it wouldn't let me have the bathing suit yet. So yeah.
I said I wasn't shocked, Mom.
I just had to remember. I don't know.
It's
been a long time. I haven't played that in forever. You guys didn't like it. It's not a very good streaming game. I mean, it's fun to play, but it's really not a good streaming
We
game.
got Mom killed in that game so many times.
Yeah. I see Hedge didn't know about that. Yeah, shame, shame, shame. Kenny, have you tried Monster yet? I wasn't gonna corrupt you, but you said you were gonna corrupt yourself, so I was just curious. But it's gotta be the juice kind. It can't be the other kind. The other kind's yucky and chemically. Blech. Let's see here. Going to today. Yeah, right. Well, tomorrow morning. I see it. Yeah, it's got to be the juice kind, though. Like, I don't know where all they have them. They've got a new one. They've got a Viking one now that's got bilberry and blackcurrant and blackberries in it.
Kind of tastes like medicine. Maybe that says something about the medicine you give us.
Yeah. As soon as I'm done here. Kenny, are you working all night? So what? Gore's been up since yesterday, and you've been up since... What are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. I mean, I did sleep last night. I'm proud to say I got at least 3 or 4 hours in. And I thought that was bad, but you guys are making me feel like I did pretty good. What is Kenny going to try? He says the only time he's ever come across people who have a monster is because they're like being saved with an ambulance. So, and then he was surprised that I ever have it, but I only have like 1 or 2 a month. I'm shooting to say to Art before I pass out. Oh my goodness. I got 2 hours. 2 hours. Oh my gosh. I mean, I used to do that, but I think I'm too old to sleep on 2 hours anymore. I'm not playing that game anymore. Although it happens. Okay, I do it all the time, but I shouldn't.
Mom.
I don't recommend it. It's a really bad idea.
Okay, my mom's sleep is all messed up because she has autistic kids, and we needed a lot of care when we were little, so she was always getting up to come check on us. And it's messed up her sleep, so she can't sleep through the night as well anymore because she's...
Oh, come on. You guys
trained.
come into my room all through the freaking night.
Not anymore.
How many times have people come in last night? At least 3.
No, not that I know of. I was actually in my room, in my bed.
How did you know I was watching Lost?
Because you told me today.
But you were in my room last night.
Oh, that did happen. I came to say.
Well, 1 hour and 27 minutes. Pizza's ready. Bye, bye, Dwagon. See you, Dwagon. I wasn't there. Okay, I was there.
Well, that wasn't that.
Because I had to let you know about the wholesome topic that Lost was having. Like, oh.
I was coming out to get a drink. And I
Bye,
went to say hi
Dragon.
to Mom because her light was on. I figure if the light's
It
on,
was
Mom's
Kenny's
awake.
fault. Kenny told me I had to stay up and talk to Lost. I blame Kenny. It's all Kenny's fault.
I check on.
I'm not an independent adult that does my own stuff.
If I get up and I see that Mom's light is on, I go check on her to see if she's fallen asleep with her light on and needs it turned off.
Somebody turned off my light last night, I'm pretty sure.
You have such mean children. They come check on you to make sure your light gets turned off so you can sleep
They're
well.
wonderful. They're wonderful. All the years I checked on you guys, now you guys check on me. Life is good. No complaints. I was just teasing.
But no, because she has to take care of us so much, that did mess up Mom's sleep. So, you know, it's not that Mom wanted to only get 2 hours of sleep. It's that because she's gotten the habit of making sure her kids aren't dead, she has developed the habit of not sleeping as well.
Honey, I love you so much, and I love that you carry that.
I mean, it's kind of true.
You know, before you existed,
You still didn't
I
sleep?
still didn't sleep.
You know, I was trying
There's
to give
always
you an
something to do.
out. Mom, I was trying to give you an out.
I worked, when I was going through school, I worked full time. I worked 60 hours a week, and I was going to school full time, and I would go home to shower. Take care, Dwagon. Heck yeah. You think they're sweethearts now. Imagine a few years from now how they'll turn. Oh, they're wonderful. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. If they were going to be spoiled rotten, they'd have done it by now. Just think how great it'll be when they're not in my house anymore. Ha ha ha. Because of training and habit, no sleep, whimsical. Yeah.
I mean, it kept us alive, so we're grateful. I don't know how Mom did it. We have so many problems.
I don't either.
How did Mom survive us?
They used to tell us, okay, this was official medical advice that several of the parents got given, and I was like, oh heck no. They used to tell us, just put a lock on their door and make sure they're safe in there, and then you can sleep, and then the next day you can be, go in and whatever. I was like, oh heck no, that's not happening. I'm not putting a lock on my kids. What if there's a fire? What if something goes wrong? And every kid I know where the families did that turned out kind of bratty. So sorry to anybody in chat who might have had that situation, but I was like, oh heck no, that will not be happening in my home. Children are human beings, thank you. And they all did learn to sleep, and it did happen eventually. Maybe because we had a fire in my house when I was younger. I was just very aware of that, but I'm like, oh no, that will not. No. And now they tell about people being abusive for doing that. That was official medical advice. Oh yes, lock them in a room. No, that's my kid. I'll sleep on the floor and monitor their breathing. Exactly. I did, actually. That does sound like advice, not from this century, but still advice. Well, I guess technically, no, that would have been this century. I had to look at how old you were for a minute. Sorry. I was just like, how can that's barbaric. No. But they're going, if you're not well rested, you can't be a good parent. I'm going, well, yeah. Guess what? I'll find a way. Thank you very much.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have been safe to lock us in anyway. We found trouble if we didn't have it here.
I know, you used to sit there and disassemble furniture and stuff, and yeah, no. That's you.
I mean, it's true. If we disassemble
You
something,
all
we'd
okay? Now that I think about it, I think definitely both of you girls ate more than one piece of furniture. I don't know what that was about. I'm trying to remember if your brother. I don't think your brother ever ate furniture.
He just,
But he did disassemble things. Yeah, I did sleep on the floor more than once. I'd be too paranoid as a dad. Don't know if I could do it. You possess inhuman mom straight boyfriend. Good job, thanks. You do what you gotta do. Of course you could have done it. Anybody who needs to, if you have to do it, you find out you can.
I have the best mom. All
Hedge
my
eating
friends
furniture
agreed.
something.
I got nicknames for eating stuff I shouldn't have been. But I wouldn't eat the food I was supposed to.
Yeah, well, you turned out okay. I was happy when you passed the point, though. She used to go in the sand and, wash her hair in sand, and I'd be like, why? Oh, my gosh.
Hey, it was because of the eczema, probably.
I don't know.
I mean, someone told me that.
Yeah, probably you.
No, well, the meme said it. I don't know. My scalp would get so itchy from the eczema, though. It really would.
Yeah, well, after they figured out you were allergic to soy, too, and the doctor that was telling me to give you soy found out it wasn't supposed to have soy. That helped a lot. Thank you, allergist.
I love it when doctors
It was the
don't
allergist
know
who
their
told
job.
me to give her soy. I was like, I think she's allergic. She's actually, she seems to be having a reaction. Oh, no, she's not allergic to soy. Then they said, oh, yeah, she is. Oh, my gosh.
No,
You
not-
poor
oh,
kid.
no.
You poor kid. I don't think I could have ever eaten furniture, but I did destroy more than one thing that I shouldn't have. Yeah, see, taking things apart was more my son. I used to eat paper at my grade school. We all have crazy habits. I don't know if Sandy hair is better than eating it. I think maybe she ate it too.
Well, if it got in my mouth, I chew and swallow.
Yeah. She ate rocks a few times too.
The rocks
But yeah,
are
again.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
But it did get me teased because of all the book characters that ate rocks that were little babies. Ew, why would they do that? That's disgusting. Ew.
They used to eat glue sticks at my school. La la la. Yeah, that was a thing. Never even tried it myself. Yeah, I didn't either. I decided it was disgusting, but I absolutely knew people who did that.
I think I knew some kids who thought they
I
were
even
yummy.
knew somebody, okay, they would take that glue and they would put markers in it to make it colored, and then I knew someone who actually tried eating it that way. That was the one I thought was really gross.
Yeah.
They're like, but it's pretty now. I'm like, you are disgusting. I'm one of the kids, and I just told them flat out they were gross.
Stupid is what they are. Cleaning supplies I can kind of understand. Like,
What?
maybe. Well, like, cause
What?
Because at least
No.
they don't smell.
No.
Because at least they don't smell bad.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's about the smell.
Yes, but like at least the cleaning supplies, the kids who would eat that, at least it smells clean. It smells kind of good.
Okay, honey, but you were in autistic classrooms. This was not like most of the kids. Let's be very fair and careful how we say this
But
here.
the kids who looked at the glue and thought it looked yummy, like, can they
Or
not?
not.
Can they not like smell? It smells yucky.
Yeah, that's true. It smelled yucky. Okay, well, yum. Like chapstick, but not as much flavor. Yeah, that's just my string gone. Thanks. Okay, woohoo.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. But I love you very much.
Hey, I'm kind of sorry. I didn't mean to go on the tangent. That was.
I don't know why we're going to you.
It was just something that I thought was weird.
It's okay. I'll get revenge.
I know. Mom always finds revenge.
I'll join your stream one day. We're gonna have a party. Are you gonna be so mad at me? It's gonna be awesome.
Probably not. You're always tired during my stream. More likely,
Wow.
you're gonna.
Guys, that sounds like a challenge. I can't lie. I had some intrusive thoughts. What? Okay, the VOD joining the VTuber tradition. I see. Oh.
Might be nice. Look, your leg getting nice.
Oh, that is very sweet. Hedge, you left your diaper in the hamper. Dear Lord, I'm sorry. What?
What?
No. Like kids, by the time they could put their own diapers in the hampers, they were potty trained, but that's okay. Let's see.
I mean, I think it more says about him.
Oh, you think Gore remembers putting his own diapers in the hamper?
I mean, otherwise, why would he say that?
That's interesting. I don't know if we need to know that about Gore. What are we saying here?
I don't know. I'm just saying, it has to come from somewhere, and it's clearly not coming from our conversation.
Oh, okay.
And look at what he just said.
I be doing that to my dad when he's on the phone. Ah. You know what's awesome about that? You got a dad. That's awesome. That's always a good thing. Let's see here. I'm starting to think this is never, ever going to finish. Ever, 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 ever. Aw, sweet pie, thank you.
What did you do to your ankle?
I don't know. I don't really feel it right now. Is it bad?
It feels all weird.
I don't know.
I was trying to bribe Mom because I felt bad, so I was rubbing her leg, like massaging her leg,
And her ankle feels super weird. That's why I said something.
It'll be fine.
I have
Oh dear. Bold of you to assume I stopped wearing diapers. And that, but no mom balance like all things should be. What? I will post a link in Discord for the itch.io puzzle game if I remember. Okay. We did, I really did do your game last night. I promise. I promise. I did. I did it just for you. I feel so bad because you were like, I'm going out of town. It has to be tomorrow. So I did it. Oh well. And yeah, you know what? I did make that assumption that there's nobody. I guess that's an assumption. Sorry, I missed it. That's okay. There's nobody in my chat still in diapers, but you know, I guess when we assume, we make arses out of ourselves. So sorry.
You know, I think maybe something should be left unsaid.
It's okay. Yeah. 21. I mean, maybe everybody in chat's in diapers. I don't know. Never really thought to think about it. I have you gobsmacked for words. Oh no. I'm trying to roll with it. It's not my fault I missed it. I was ready this time. I'm sorry. I totally did though. I hit the point. I actually really do like those games, but they get so repetitive and I hit a point where I have to stop, and that's just life. And I can go back and play it more, but I don't know if I'm gonna get beyond that level, because you sort of have to play it all in order.
Why are you hitting the 23s with the 22? You've taught me to ask these questions. You would do the same to me.
Because I'm failing spectacularly. That's why.
Okay.
Because it's harder to see these stupid little numbers than you might think.
I'm looking at them. It's harder to see the numbers as I look at them.
Here. Let's see if that helps. I'm aging while I do this. I'm aging. My eyes are getting worse. Oh, not me. So Knight is not gobsmacked. Well, there we go. I wanted to ask you, Wyvern, because I don't know if Hedge or Art really know. Do you guys only play games through Steam on the computer, or do you guys have Epic Games? Just curious, lol. We tried Epic Games, but we had issues with it. I don't remember why. We finally gave up, and everything we liked on Epic, we ended up buying on Steam and gave up on Epic. But it's not that we can't, but it just was such a pain in the bum for some reason. Not really, but if you don't, then you can get harder levels without the levels showing you how to do stuff first. Yeah. I meant I am not wearing diapers. Okay, I'm glad we've clarified that. Okay. The more you know. Oh gosh. My stream, it's devolved. It's devolved.
It could be worse. They could be talking about the best part of the person to eat.
Oh gosh.
That happened to my stream. Remember?
Yeah, well, let's not.
I don't want to talk about that. I was saying it could be worse.
Okay. Thank you for helping. That was really thoughtful and sweet.
Always look at the bright side. Always look at
Always look at the bright side of life. Diaper baby king. You know, it's a stand. It's a stand. Let's see. I'm getting there. Someday. See, you're looking at this and you're thinking, I would be so much better at this than my mom.
No.
No?
I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. That looks boring.
Well, there you go.
I've never been great at coloring books or color by numbers. I always get bored.
I was thinking it's almost like my cross stitching. That's what I like about it. There we go. We got a pretty good chunk. Oh gosh, I didn't even realize I made a straight line all the way down.
I
It is
did.
like cross stitching.
I watched you
Cults
do
of Mush, a YouTuber, said at one point that many of his viewers have a large library of epic games that they have never played. I felt called out. Oh, really? We tried, let's see, we tried it with, when we first got Subnautica, because it was the only way. And we fought with it so much. Maybe it was our internet at the time, so maybe we wouldn't have those issues now. But there was one other game, and we just finally gave up to the point that even though my son really, really wanted Satisfactory, he still waited until it came on Steam because it was just, it wasn't working. And I don't know if it was our internet or what, but we just kind of haven't gone back because we bought games on there and then had them not work enough times that we're sort of once bitten, twice shy.
Like, at least if you do a game off Steam, it works.
I do these on my phone for hours, lol. I was wondering because there are a few free games that I think Hedge and Gang may enjoy, including yourself. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. I wanted to suggest it. Maybe Atlas can look into it. Yeah. We can, I mean, I'm not against looking again. Maybe we've solved our problem by getting better internet. But at least we were really, just the games weren't even really playable before. So it was frustrating. Like, literally, we'd go to someone else's house with the whole stupid desktop computer and hook it up so they could use the Epic games, and that just wasn't worth it after a while. Steam is far better when it gets sales. Yeah, we do like those sales on Steam for sure. But it's nothing against Epic Games. It's just it wasn't working for us, and if I could tell you why, I could have fixed it. In the end, we fixed it by doing Steam. And they might have solved whatever the problem was. It's been a few years since we've tried. We just... How much money do you put in and not get to use it? That's all, you know. Kind of how we felt at the time. But we're not doing any money games right now. Because we're so close to all the announcements with the Switch.
I really am excited for whatever new Zelda game they put out. Also, I was really happy when they announced when I found out where the Echoes was on the timeline, because I was right. I was saying all along, like not all along, but I had pretty much guessed where it was pretty accurately, pretty early on. And I was so happy when I was right. I love being right. It's my favorite. It's because I'm an ass-bee, but
That's
you know.
my girl.
But you know, I love being right.
The problem is some games that are free to play are exclusive to Epic. That's why I wanted to ask another time. Hey, well, like I said, I'm not 100% against. I just... That was... When you guys asked, I gave you an honest answer. That was why we don't seem to have...
Why are the 3s and 2s so similar?
It's because it's using an old font, I'm pretty sure.
These sillies. Make your numbers look different.
Yeah. Sure. Alright. Let's see. I mean, it's starting to look like something.
It's a mountain.
Reminds me of that old cross stitch I did of the samurai. With the peacock and the sword and the gold threads. Well, I shall be right back then. Hold my beer. Oh, sure, you don't have to worry about me drinking it. I'll be happy to hold that for you.
I actually remember, didn't someone actually ask you to hold your beer and you said that exact thing?
Actually, I when I was younger, I had several friends whose parents would always have me watch the alcohol because I had no interest in drinking it, and they knew they didn't have to worry about me getting into it, and they were right. I was that kid.
It's like,
They're like,
ew.
I know it'll be safe with this kid because she's not gonna mess with it.
It smells yucky.
Pure yuck, yeah. Artie likes it. Blech. What's wrong with her? Ew.
Her taste buds got messed up in the gene pool.
She likes a good lager too, I tell you what. 45 minutes break. Woot woot! Kenny's on break. Time to quit.
Yay.
No. Time to abandon him. Nah.
That's good. Your ankle's less tense.
Is it?
Yeah, it feels more relaxed and less like a rock.
Okay. I don't really feel it anymore.
I know you don't feel it. That's why I was letting you know that it wasn't like, a rock.
Cool. Thank you.
Because it was like a rock earlier.
I believe you. Oh, I messed that up. I finally had this right. Glad y'all having a good time. We're trying to have a good time. Apparently, we're having a little bit of a collabby stream here. She's watching me and kibitzing me and letting me know what I'm doing wrong and oversharing. It's really sweet, lovely.
Sorry.
It's okay. I could always kick you out. I didn't because I love you and I'm enjoying my time with you too.
Don't worry, I won't talk to you for the next week probably.
I know. This will be it. That's why I'm taking it. Take it or leave it. The mother-daughter time is so heckin' wholesome. So I'll be getting an original, and you said a fruit flavor monster? Yeah, I think the fruit, no, not fruit flavor. They're called juice monsters. The only ones I like are the ones that have, there's monsters that have actual juice in them. Like, they're not the chemical flavor, they're juice. Like,
They've got the flavors are Pacific, Rio.
there's Pacific Punch, Rio Punch,
Yeah.
Chaotic. The Viking one, that new Viking one is a juice one. It's got blackberries and bilberries and black currants. And then there's, but all the juice ones have apple juice. Sup, Gore? I don't know. I personally still like it to at least have some semblance of real flavor, Kenny. I'm a weirdo. Most people who like them just like them. My son likes the Pacific Punch. He says it tastes like, he's never actually had Hawaiian Punch, but he thinks it's like that. It's okay, Gore. We still love you for wearing diapers. No shame at all.
Somehow it sounds like you're shaming him.
Is this like a diaper wearing support group that we have going on here? We love you just the way you are.
Somehow it sounds like an insult, though.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're the kind of mom to say, just grow up already.
Although that being said, there are astronauts that wear diapers. Depending on what your job is.
Oh, so he works with stars and space and stuff.
I don't know. He might. We don't know what he does. He could be,
That'd
he could
cool.
be on the space station right now.
What in people were talking
Thanks, Kitty. You're a real homie. I once went on a thing. At the end, people were talking about how they didn't talk much at all. And at the end, I was thinking that I talked more there than I do sometimes at home.
It's a thing.
Oh, wait. No, I know what it is. Gore's getting ready to go to Mars. He wants to be one of the first ones to go to Mars. Whoa, whoa.
I don't think it
He's
snows
practicing.
very much up there. Is he gonna be okay without his snow?
It's supposed to be pretty cold when it's not pretty hot. I don't know. See, I keep undoing what I've done. That's half the challenge. And then I have to erase it because it only covers the number over apparently a few times and I keep messing up the same spots. Love from Kenny. Oh yeah. We got Kenny love in the house.
That's weird. It just sounds weird the way you were saying it, Mom.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. I can't explain. It just sounded weird.
That's because you think that love is weird and antisocial or something. I don't know.
Both of you to assume that I'm not already
It's
from
a-
Mars with how I...
Both of you to assume I'm not already from Mars with how cripplingly lonely this life has been. I think some fighter and test pilots also wear diapers, but they do have a job where it's sitting there, and also being under G-forces is a thing. Absolutely. I mean, it is a thing. That's what I was... I mean, we were being silly, but I was pointing out. There's actual
Yeah, and there's
jobs
also
where
like
it's relevant.
and there's like actual like I've known people who actually do need them because of like they just can't control their bladders. It's literally a condition and stuff. Like, it's not actually something.
You don't want to go, gee, you have diabetes 1 and have an issue? Well, you're just not grown up. Yeah, we're not going to go there.
No, it's fine.
Joking is fine, but yes, there are some legitimate moments. And, you know, Gore could be a fighter pilot for the Canadian
I doubt it from
Air
his comment
Force.
he just made.
What? And I'm doing this crap for free. Yes, thanks for making it weird. Oof, that is sad. She's so little. I love her. There's nothing we can do. It's okay.
Huh?
They can joke and it's not serious and it's okay.
What's
But
a joke?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I give up. Honey, you've just fried my brain the rest of the way. There's nothing left. It's okay. It's all gone.
I'm sorry. That wasn't mean.
You're gonna have to send me beyond the border. Oh, you knew the other night, Gore, when I went, oof, that is sad. You know the other night when I went to go watch Hermitcraft with my kids? Well, I'll tell you what. A Canadian made me laugh so hard, and it wasn't Etho.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was awesome. I watched it twice. Beefers did like a Rocky training intro thing. It was hilarious.
I thought you were going to talk about his thumbnail that made you laugh so much.
Okay, the thumbnail was funny too, but I didn't go there. I kept it PG.
I mean,
What? Yeah. Did you know there's entertaining Canadians that do Minecraft that aren't just Etho or Gore.
well, Beefers is good friends with Ethos.
Yeah, I know. I used to watch something that they were all in. It was pretty
How is
funny.
it the openly very autistic streamer is able to joke, yet some of the bigger ones seem entirely incapable?
Maybe the openly autistic streamer was told as a child, if you can't laugh at yourself, you just can't have fun in life. So, learned.
The answer is simple. We weren't allowed to be so silly.
What do you mean you weren't allowed to be silly?
I meant that as in the not take it. Like, if we couldn't take it, we weren't allowed to dish it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I said if you can't take it, you can't dish it. That's true.
If you can't take a joke, don't make joke.
I don't know. I just... You're near extinct. I don't know. I just think... Don't you think you should be able to laugh at yourself? I don't know. I think that's healthy. Not in a making fun of way. In a let's have fun together way.
Well, like, what?
I don't know if that makes sense. Self-depreciation is my favorite comedy, but only at my expense. Good one, Gore.
Well, the thing is that I don't get is like, it's not that big of a deal. You gotta live with it anyway. Why not laugh about it? Why make it miserable? You're choosing to make it miserable. This is their choice. Why do they choose to make themselves miserable? I don't get it. My autistic brain does not compute why they would choose to be miserable.
I am so dumb. I look like I sniff redstone for a living. I'm very offended y'all make funny jokes. What? Okay. I don't know. I want my kids to love life and enjoy life. I don't know how teaching them to feel sorry about themselves would make them happier. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that, but okay.
I mean,
Boop. Boop. Boop the snoot. He's so funny is best funny. I think so. I'm very offended y'all make funny jokes. Oh. Okay. You be offended. It's okay. But that's just it. I mean, the
thing is, no one has power over you. Words really can't hurt you. Like, people talk about words hurting you, and I get that people can, but they can only hurt you if you let them. Like, you're literally letting these people say stuff that hurts you. You're giving their words power. Why do you give their words power? I don't get it.
I made my kids watch Labyrinth. You have no power over me. They thought that was the scariest movie on the planet,
It really
by the
is
way.
the scariest movie on the planet. It is terrifying. I can't even watch reviews of it without getting, like, it's so scary.
But I made all of them watch it at least once.
Mom loves that movie.
I do. I liked that movie. It was awesome.
Mom's real favorite, though, is Princess Bride.
Princess Bride for the win, man.
Ba-da. We got her a cup quoting one of the characters. Hello,
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Was on my coffee mug for ages. So funny is best funny is. See, I'm reading again. The same things.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I know.
And then Lost laughs at me. And I'm
That's
like, well, you didn't say anything new.
It's because Lost is a good friend.
Yeah.
You can say the meanest things, and if they don't speak the language, they come out of it perfectly fine. You know, that's a good point. Ooh, Antonio Banderas fan, eh? Antonio Banderas is not in Princess Bride, but I like Antonio Banderas. He can be fun.
Mm-hmm.
He was in he was in Evita, but I wasn't a big fan of Evita, but he was in Spy Kids. He was the dad.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah.
You had the kids, and then he was
He
the
was
dad,
the
and
Zoop.
and yes, the Zoop with the mustache ripping off. Yes, that's Antonio Banderas. I found Dark Crystal worse than Labyrinth. I made them watch that too.
Dark Crystal was
Heck
fine.
yeah.
Dark Crystal isn't scary.
The Skeksis. I got that DVD too.
That was fun. I chose to watch that one. I might be dysfunctional, but I chose to watch that one. I thought
It was
that one
cool with the Striders. Tell me the truth. People on crutches look like Striders when they really know what they're doing.
Do they? I don't remember that part really strongly.
That
been
was
a little while.
the like horsey things they rode towards the end with the long legs and
I
you guys are
saw
missing
that.
so much. I'm thinking of Chris Sarandon.
Why do you know the actors' names?
Oh, you know. Oh, did you ever watch Psych? Ha ha ha. Did you ever watch Psych? They had this whole storyline thing with the dude that played the Dreadpire Roberts. Carrie somebody? He was a jewel thief. It was hilarious. Or a painting thief or something. Did you ever see that movie where there was the monster in the tree and they tried to fight it with milk? No, it's uncultured. It's uncultured. Wait, what? What? I don't remember anything about feeding a monster with milk. Antonio Banderas still makes movies. I don't remember the last time I saw one of his. I don't really watch movies. I used to like a lot of stuff with the Lou Diamond Phillips too. He used to have stuff. I don't know.
Our family's
But
never been
we don't
big on
really do movies so much, yeah.
Though I will say I've seen real life
rodents of unusual size. They are worse in real life than they are in the movie. They didn't do them credit. They didn't do them justice.
I think they visited Florida first. That's what I think.
They didn't do them justice. They're far scarier in real life. They will attack your car.
Oh, yeah.
They won't win, but they will attack your car.
Not feed, fight. The milk eventually doesn't work on the big bad, but it does get rid of the copies. Oh, milk. That almost sounds like Gremlins, but I don't remember a tree. I haven't watched it since it was in the theaters brand new. So I don't know. It's been a while.
They used water guns, apparently. We don't watch movies, Night. I said water guns. I know water pistols, but I figure it's the same thing, probably.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I figure. They both go pew pew.
I don't know how much longer the computer's going to cooperate with us. It's starting to make noises.
Oh, it always does that.
I know.
And then I get scared and you all tell me it's not that bad. Why am I freaking out?
Oh, we got to make you feel better. We don't want you to worry unnecessarily.
It sounds like it's really bad, Mom. It's probably fine.
It's all good. They only... Night of Ash and Roses, they only read movies. The movie's old. Well, oldish. I mean, I might have seen it. I just don't remember one like that. But I might remember, like...
The thing about movies that are from books originally is they're often not as good as the book, so why bother? Like, the ones that get it right, get it really right. But the ones that get it wrong are really annoying. Because it's like, it's wrong.
I'm sitting here trying to think of a tree monster that you fight with milk. I'm gonna be honest. This is like really bugging me now. With water pistols.
It sounds like something out of one of our, like, out of Fablehaven to me. But I don't think that's it. But I think they did something similar in Fablehaven because they did a lot of that in Fablehaven.
Yeah, but they didn't do a movie of Fablehaven.
No, I know.
But somebody might have stolen the idea.
True. Well, it was based off of a real old fairy tale, so.
I don't know.
Talking about where hiding in the forest in that case.
Back in my day, we just slapped the thing and it worked. I am ancient, apparently. I think I know what movie you're talking about, where it was hiding in the forest and kids were the main target or something. Oh my goodness! I definitely don't remember that.
It sounds like it's based off of an old fairy tale, honestly.
Maybe.
Honestly, I watched, I don't remember what it was, but I watched someone play a game, and it was all based off of old fae stuff, and they were freaking out and getting super scared, and the comments were all super scared, and I was like, oh, this is all normal, this is nice and calming, this is perfect bedtime watching. Because I grew up on all that stuff.
Like, bet.
It's normal for the fae to just exist and, you know, kidnap people and, you know, all that.
That's what they do. Don't play in the fairy ring if you don't want to find out.
Yeah.
This is a very small number of movies that are better than the book and a slightly bigger group that are good, which means you can get even more than 10 movies as good as the book. Josh Hutcherson sounds like it. Okay, that doesn't ring any bells for me. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna have to trust ya. You know, I was doing like a pattern.
I don't know.
And now I'm like, what the heck did
You're doing
this?
In, you know, pieces.
Well, I was doing it in pieces, kind of like when I cross stitch and I break it up. That was my logic. But I don't know. I don't go all over like this. It wouldn't look the same on the back as the front. And that's bugging me now. Sounds like it. I was a guy dressed in a suit. It was a guy dressed in a suit for the monster. Yes, that's the movie. Ask Lost Chan. He will know. Oh my goodness.
I think Lost Chan spends all his time
on weird things. Like, I don't know where he gets all this time for such absurd and very vastly different things that he'll just do.
You know what? I applaud it.
No, I don't.
The guy lives his life.
Yeah. No, I'm not actually knocking it. I'm just saying he gets so much stuff done. It's like, when?
I don't believe he sleeps.
I would believe that. But he tells me he sleeps fine.
Okay.
I mean, that's what he says.
Look at all the time he streams, and he works, and he goes to school, and he's doing constant TV stuff.
Maybe he
I'm
absorbs
impressed.
the TV in his sleep.
Maybe. Not Bridge to Terabithia, older than that. I remember Bridge to Terabithia, but I read the book. I didn't watch the movie. That was like, why read the... Yeah, brother has a gigabrain, probably an evil genius of some kind, if it was my guess.
My brother's the type to watch people who talk super fast on 2x speed.
Yeah. That is how he consumes.
He watches almost everything on 2x speed. Like, I can watch a lot on higher speeds, but he processes information so much faster than anybody else I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then he complains that it's so slow.
Yeah.
He's a superhuman. You know, we just shouldn't compare ourselves.
Well, apparently he's a robot, so that's why.
Yeah. And just like any robot, he processes information way faster than the human brain.
I will finish this.
You're almost there.
He's my role model. When I grow up, I want to be just like Lost Chan. Atlas doesn't have a brain. He gets his microprocessor updated every few months for sure. I had to watch House MD on 2x speed because it was so slow. Yeah.
House could be slow.
I know what you want to say, but you can't.
Why do TV shows want to be dramatic?
Oh, okay. That is not what I thought you were going to say.
You're a puppy?
I was about to inform you that my two little babies had joined me in my room, so I was about to go to bed. Because the door had closed and it was past 9. But then this one got so lonely she started wailing.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to abandon you.
She totally meant to abandon you, Katsuki. She doesn't love you anymore.
I love
I just was spending time with my mom.
Yeah. Hey.
Leave for you to handle whatever needs to get handled with her. And probably be heading.
Good night, Atlas. I miss you. I did it! Sup, top dog? It's like, bro, both of you. Hydrate, stretch, she's determined, lol. Oh, yes, little bro. I did it! Oh my gosh. It's actually quite pretty.
It is like your cross stitch.
See?
The one with the big birdie in the front.
The peacock
Yeah.
and the samurai.
I don't remember a samurai, but I
Oh
remember
my
the peacock.
gosh, the samurai was the main part.
The birdie looked better.
Took me 1,000 hours to do that one. Jeez. This did not take me 1,000 hours. I'm gonna call that a plus. No, Katsuki-kin. It's okay.
Is there something else?
I like that one. Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
Someone doesn't think so.
I know.
What's wrong with you today?
She is literally smacking the microphone with her tail.
Oh, I see what's going on. Was Mom too close to me?
Silly
She's
bitch. She hates
jealous.
me. Well done. Now do it again. I missed it all. Does Hedge want the free Epic game suggestion in her Discord too? You can. Kitten, yeah. You can. I mean, we'll have to just figure it out. Because I don't know. I don't know. we gotta figure out whether it even works and stuff. I guess we can go and look at it again. We thought about it. So it's not like it's a conversation that has not been happening in the house. It's just...
I don't want to learn a new program personally.
Well, Epic is like Steam. I mean, otherwise it's...
I don't like change.
I know, baby, no. It's there to look at. You guys get curious. If not, at least you look. Yeah, we'll look for sure. Atlas and I have been talking about it anyway. Because some games come out first on Epic and some come out first on Steam, even when they're on both. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. Alrighty. And the answer to Hedge's question is no. The answer to the Hedge question. Yeah, I didn't have a Hedge question.
I
No.
haven't had Hedge questions in a couple months.
Yeah. Samurai versus ninja. What do you think, Katsuki? You don't know?
I
You think
she-
maybe samurai?
I think she doesn't like her sister that much. You know, she's gonna pick the samurai after all. Her sister's the ninja. She's gotta get rid of her.
Yeah.
She steals the cuddles.
Did I lose my slipper? Apparently. Alright, guys. I think this is a great capping off.
I love you, Mom. I'm
I
sorry
love
for
you too.
interrupting your stream. I just wanted to spend time with you, and I forgot that you were streaming.
Well, the whole point was a shorter one. Then I was going to come spend time with you, but when you came in here anyway. I mean. Okay, so we're getting recommendations from Mr. Gore.
I'm gonna go potty this one.
No! Hedge, it was fun having you hang around. She just left. You can't make this up. I'm gonna cry now. Hedge, it was fun having you hang around. No! You added entertainment value valuable. Thanks for stream. Have a happy weekend, everyone. Oh, wow. Rude. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say. She's mine, guys. Bye, Hedge. Yeah, she's gone. She's gone. She's oh. I love her so much. She's a keeper, guys. She's the best. Alright. I'm gonna get some rest. And, yeah, I think my brain just shut down. I think it just ended. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm so tired. Oh, everybody said bye to you, and it was great having you around, and wow, how rude. Mwah.
You give kiss.
Yeah, I learned never to talk to Hedge laters on Whimsy's stream because she always leaves first. You have a wonderful night, Wyvern. Enjoy and rest well. Take care. Good night. Thank you for streaming. God bless. See you in the fam in 3.5 hour stream. Is it? Oh my gosh. No wonder I feel like it's been ages. Yup. Yes. Thank you. God bless all of you as well. You all have a lovely, lovely evening and weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. And I am not coming back tomorrow. I guarantee it. Bye. I will hydrate and stretch for sure. Alright, guys. I'll see you Monday. Bye.